Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me now. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Oh, hello everybody, and welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 486. I love you too, G-Time Johnny. Suck it. All right, and we are joined once again. It's been a while, but we're joined once again by Dusty Smith, who is actually the first guest we ever had on DP.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the best. Still the best.
And then we have Turkeytom. His mom couldn't find another sitter. So she was like, "Can you watch my boy while I'm out of town?" And we're like, "Sure, go ahead."
We're like, if he's a sweet boy, we'll take care of him.
And she was like, "But I'm afraid of that Billy the Fridge because he fucks teens."
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
What? Isn't that what the quote says?
Yeah. No, I do. I just didn't. I didn't want you to say it in front of Tom. He looks up to me.
Oh, okay.
Turkeytom's like my protege. I teach him everything I know.
And we're back on our main channel after 3 fucking months.
For the first time in 3 months?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Feels
YouTube.
good.
YouTube with their retroactive punishments.
Yeah. And I heard there was a recent wave of copyright strikes for people too.
Was it just recent? Because the one that hit us was
that was
3
a few months ago. But I heard it's claims, not strikes. They're claims. Like people who use a certain song for an outro.
Yeah, that's what happened to us.
All their videos are getting claimed now.
Yep.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's total bullshit. A few quick announcements before we get on with the show here. Streamlabs open for the entire show. You can send it in at any time. $5 or more, we'll read it immediately. We'll have to drop whatever we're doing and pay attention to what you said. Otherwise, we'll read it at the end of each segment. Patreon, we got 2 private shows this month. You missed the earlier one, but you can still catch it. If you become a patron now, it's there in the archives. Also, the next one's on Halloween.
Halloween?
Fucking ween.
This is Halloween. Are we going to do a costume contest?
Maybe. Maddie's like, I like costume contests.
Yeah.
Yeah. Billy brought his hot model girlfriend.
I told everybody that she couldn't have a microphone, but as long as she sits back there and does American Sign Language, she can say whatever she wants.
American Sign Language?
It has to be American Sign Language. None of this fucking foreigner bullshit.
If you have any content, send it in to drunkenpeasantsinbox@gmail.com. We need more shit. Send us shit there.
If Dusty Smith calls Dusty the cockatiel a beautiful bird, I fear there will be a tear in the fabric of the universe.
Will you tell Dusty the cockatiel that he's a beautiful bird really quick, Dusty?
You what?
Okay.
Dusty the bird? He's a beautiful cockatoo?
Just say, Dusty, you're a beautiful bird.
Dusty, you're a fucking sexy ass bird.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, this guy has a cockatiel named Dusty, and he always pays $5 to have our guests say that the bird's a beautiful bird.
That wasn't even him. That was Hypothesis making the comment.
Oh, it was.
We just gave away a free beautiful bird here.
Well, whatever. Amazon. Check out our Amazon storefront and our affiliate links down below. That helps you support the show at no extra cost. Check out Underhaven this Saturday on Twitch, 3:15 p.m. Eastern, and then tomorrow, The Altered Perspective at 9:15 p.m. Eastern time. Check that out, and that's all the announcements we have today. So, Dusty, what are you working on? You got a new podcast coming out with Vadim Nyquist?
Yeah, me and Vadim and Tim the Motivator, we're making a new podcast called The Gotcha Boys, because that's what we do. We gotcha people.
Wow.
And it's going to be like social justice warrior cucks. We're just going to sit around and suck each other's dicks and read feminist slam poetry and shit like that. So it should be pretty good.
So is it going to be on Chatterbait or something?
Yeah, we're going to be on Chatterbait pretty much.
Pornhub?
Going to be all over the place.
And then Turkeytom, I saw Justin Wang in the comments, so you've got some notable people showing up to say what's up to you. So
yeah, I may always manage to slip in places where I don't belong.
You belong here. You belong here.
Yeah, you're one of us now, Turkeytom.
I don't know.
You're one of us.
I don't know if I want that title.
No, you got this stink on you. You can't wash it off.
For that honor.
Why don't you want the title? What the fuck?
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
We've branded you. You're ours.
You are totally ready. Explain what you do and who you are for those of you who might not be familiar with what you do.
Well, to a lot of people, I cyberbullied a mildly autistic man.
Which one?
Hey, I'm Miley. I'll just
The mysterious Mr. Enter, but to a lot of people, you know, I just talk about things I'm interested in. I criticize things, and that's about it.
Can Turkeytom tell Dusty the cockatiel he's a beautiful bird?
All right. Dusty the cockatiel, you're a beautiful bird.
Thank you.
There's a lot of Dusties and a lot of birds here today.
And Finn said that Streamlabs isn't working, so he sent in a $50 super chat.
Yeah.
So thank you, Finn.
$49.99.
Did the police finally find out what was going on? I mean, like, what?
Yeah, I think Finn had JFK's old credit cards.
Yeah,
he bought them off Jimmy Hoffa. Now he can only use them on Super Chat. It's okay. We're living. So much has gone down since we've been gone. Like we had a little bit of a break. We wanted to give the channel time to come back so we can be on the fucking main channel when we returned. We'll return on the main channel. There's probably new people now that haven't watched for 3 months because they haven't got the notification, gang.
Right.
Like, well, what's really going on?
And I'm just testing this because the last one that came through was weird. All right. So yeah, Dusty, do you notice on your channel, because you have a pretty big channel with what? Like how many? Like 200,000-300,000 subs? Even more than that?
I haven't checked it in a while. I think it's like 250 still.
Yeah.
I don't ever look.
Ecstasy, dope, crack, and GHB, ice, speed, ketamine, nitrous and heroin, mescaline, DMT.
Wait, holy shit, wait.
and
Okay, I didn't
LSD.
realize it was this
I'm your
Dusty.
bill provider.
You're
You
Cult
want
of
it?
Dusty,
I
right?
got it.
I am Cult of Dusty, yes.
Holy shit.
Holy shit! Can't believe
I remember
you're out with
seeing
me.
like this video that this guy made about you that I thought was pretty funny.
You know what?
About like your
when
Which one was
previous
it?
escapades.
It was when he was in
Toad
kindergarten.
McKinley.
Who?
Toad McKinley. He's a smaller
Your
channel.
girlfriend is
Mid-
pretty hot. I'm way less fat than you, but I am hopeless with women. Not that I can't talk. I just don't know what to say and I feel self-conscious 'cause I'm a fat boy. Any advice?
I think my advice would be to gain weight until you're fatter than me.
And then lose it.
Yeah, and then lose it like a salve. Become 700 pounds and then just dump all the weight so you got bingo wing flabs hanging off your body. Chicks love.
Yeah, Dusty, you'll appreciate this because you did your insanity diet thing back in the day. Billy the Fridge has lost how many pounds now since January?
Around 170.
170. That's almost my entire body weight.
I'm trying to lose a
Pretty
bend.
impressive.
Yeah.
I'm trying to lose a bend by the end of the year.
Yep.
But
Try
I
the
was,
Logic diet. It works amazingly.
yeah.
I don't do it anymore, but it worked when I did it.
Yeah, it's
I just
Logic.
get fat now because I have a girlfriend, so I don't have to give a shit anymore. But when you're single, you got to worry about that stuff more.
I have to worry about it more because I want to have 19 girlfriends. I want to have like a strip club worth of girlfriends. I want to have
One's
enough
too many,
girlfriends
really,
where I
so-
don't have to deal with the girlfriends. They just take care of each other. That's how many girlfriends I want. I want infinite
I'd rather
girlfriends.
just masturbate repeatedly.
I
and
do
not
that
have to
too.
worry about it.
I do that too.
Yeah, that's the real atheist move, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a gaytheist.
Yeah, you masturbate into your fedora, don't you?
Hey, and the tip of the hat. Just the tip.
We've kind of moved past the fedora part here.
We don't do
Yeah,
fedoras
no.
anymore as atheists.
I've never worn a fedora. Actually, no. I was in a fucking wedding one time where I had to wear one
I think my
as
bandana.
part of the wedding party.
My bandana is like a rock and roll fedora. I'm like the Axl Rose fedora.
Axl Rose.
My dad
fedora.
hat's my fedora.
Fedora
Covers up
the
my stupid
Explorer.
head.
All right, so we're gonna move in to the first segment here, DP Action News.
DP Action News.
All right. All right, so I've seen Dusty talking about this recently too. The journalist that was more than likely murdered by the Saudis. Here's
Definitely murdered by the Saudis.
and I guess the Washington Post is just published his final column, and here's a story about that.
In Jamal Khashoggi's final published piece for the Washington Post, he calls for Arab nations to allow freedom of the press. a freedom for which he apparently died fighting. Last night, the newspaper released an opinion column that he wrote before he went missing. In it, Khashoggi said that part of the problem is Arab nations don't face enough punishment from other countries when they do things like lock up critics or take over newspapers. Those actions, he wrote, no longer carry the consequence of a backlash from the international community. Instead, these actions may trigger condemnation, quickly followed by silence. As a result, Arab governments have been given free rein to continue silencing the media at an increasing rate. The editor of the piece said she received it from Khashoggi's translator and assistant the day after the columnist disappeared. She said she was waiting to publish it, hoping he would come back and be able to work on it with her.
So did they think that this would just happen and everyone would just pretend like this guy never existed, or?
I mean, they will get away with it. I mean, Trump is covering up for them. We have the weakest president in history, does not give a fuck about it. And it's terrifying because people like me who have spoken out repeatedly against Islam and Allah, they could come over here and fucking kill me, cut my body up, and goddamn Trump would just fucking cover that shit up for them. It's ridiculous.
Do you think you're not just being anti-Muslim here? You're Islamophobic?
Yeah, I'm totally Islamophobic.
Are you just Islamophobic? Because my good friend Vince McMahon, he's got a great deal with the Saudis.
Yeah.
He's going to run a wrestling show over there.
He's already ran one wrestling show. The weird thing that I noticed was after they did that wrestling show, within a month, their stock like almost doubled.
Yeah.
The WWE stock went up so much.
I'm pretty sure the only reason that Vince McMahon's bringing back the XFL Football League is so he can take the teams over to Saudi Arabia and give them football in their stadiums. I'm pretty sure he's got backdoor deals already in place.
Yeah, and then who does Vince McMahon's wife work for?
Donald Trump.
Yep.
And Donald Trump is like, he's playing down the whole thing, right? Like he doesn't care. Who
they want
really
him to let
cares?
women at their events.
Right.
So what kind of message are you sending to your fucking fans, Vince? But he doesn't give a shit. It's all about money to these people, just like it is for Trump. Does not give a fuck about any of us. It's just all about dollar signs.
Which it kind of always has been, right? Like, if you have to spill a little blood to make a little money, like, we've been doing that forever.
That's capitalism for you.
Yup.
The Washington Post editorial page editor and columnist Fred Hyatt joins us now. He oversees the paper's opinion section. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us about the decision to post.
Well, it was both hard and easy, Shepard. Hard because, as you say, it kind of meant admitting to ourselves that Jamal was unlikely to come back and help.
Yeah. What a freaky looking human.
If this is Fox News, this must be the liberal on Fox News. They always get the ugliest people to be the liberals.
I don't like
it. Who cares about what he looks like? Come on now.
But they never find a handsome liberal
I care about
on
what
Fox
he looks
News.
like. He's on my news, and when I
issue,
turn on the news, I want to see attractive people. I don't
you're
want to see this
16 years
fucking
old.
butt ugly.
Let's bring in Alan Combs' rotting corpse to talk about the liberal side of this issue.
He looks like a prolapsed anus. I'm sorry.
Oh god.
Let's edit it.
He looks like he plays
a. Going to be like.
He looks like he plays a pedophile in Macaulay Culkin 90s
You're only going to
films.
have intellectual conversations
with a
I'm
cat.
Try have more intellectual conversations than bullshit making fun of people's looks. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I'm a grown.
Yeah, man, I totally agree.
Shit, dude.
I agree.
Silly,
Easy in the sense
bullshit.
that it was such an amazing statement of what he believed in.
I think we should
what he'd
stop
been
picking
fighting
on this
for
armpit-looking
most of his
pedophile.
life, why he went into exile, and apparently, if what we're hearing is true, the values that he gave his life for.
Khashoggi was critical of the Saudi king and the crown prince, who's been accused of sending the hit squad to the Turkish consulate. But at the same time, he was a strong advocate for the reforms that the crown prince was publicly advocating.
That's right, and you know, which is why it's been so almost unfathomable that this crime.
Do they have real evidence other than suspicion? You know,
the Turkish government is the ones saying that they believe this happened. They're the ones reporting that this happened, right? Like,
yeah.
So I don't.
Also, I think the CIA came out and said that they had transcripts that Saudis were looking to kidnap this guy before he even went over there. So.
The royal family, like, do they know where to trace it back to? If we have proof that they did this, what can we do? Are we the world police? Do we run in and try and stop them? What do we do?
We can stop selling them billions of dollars in arms that will ultimately be used against us. That would be a very smart start.
What about stop buying oil from them?
It's not going to happen.
Well, move to renewable energy is obviously the sensible thing to do. But even Donald Trump doesn't want to do that either because he thinks clean coal,
either way.
the past is the way to go. But it will happen eventually. I mean, there's no doubt it will eventually happen. We'll move to renewable energy and we'll get off the oil standard. But
do you think it
won't happen as long as these capitalists in our way?
Yeah, I think they have this idea that they're just going to burn the world down.
Evil.
Because even with, like, let's say every car on the road's electric car. Isn't most of our electricity generated by fossil fuels right now anyway?
Probably, but now renewable energy and solar is actually about half the cost of fossil fuels at the moment. So it's already surpassed the point it needs to be to take completely over. So it will eventually, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I remember for a while there they said clean coal. Clean coal.
Doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Would take place.
Clean coal is that shit Santa Claus leaves in your stockings when you're bad.
Hard time believing
nobody wants
this
that
to be true. I mean, Jamal was a patriot. He really loved his country. He really believed that the Middle East could have a brighter future, and he really wanted the Crown Prince's reforms to succeed. I think he saw himself as a constructive critic who was saying, if you want to open up the kingdom, if you want to be more than just an oil petro state, you're going to have to rely on the vibrancy of your own people. And to do that, you have to have debate. You have to let them speak. You have to let them exchange opinions. And the kingdom would be a lot stronger if you allowed that. And that was really the message he was delivering.
Damn it, Turkeytom. Now when I see this guy, I just can't stop thinking about it.
That's why we translated this piece into Arabic.
I'm sorry. He doesn't even look like he wants to be there. He looks like he wants to be somewhere else.
He should have sat in the
He probably doesn't. It's Fox News. He wants to be on Fox News.
He should have sat in the same makeup chair as Shepard Smith. Got some nice mascara.
Yeah, Shep Smith looks like a sociopath.
He wanted this message to his own people.
Very well groomed.
He's relatively attractive for a 40-year-old boomer,
He's probably like 60.
And, he very much saw it as in the interest of his country.
Self-imposed exile last year.
Yeah, look at him.
Explain to us why.
Look at all the makeup.
And how it.
You know what? That's what Onision's going to look like in 20 years.
Happened that he came to the post.
He
handsome.
He didn't want to leave his
native land. True tokers love the bud the best with massive rips, and we spark it up with lots of goods.
Yeah, shout out to while we were gone. Canada nationally has legal weed.
Yeah, we have a story about that too.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
country. He's been a journalist there for many years, and Saudi Arabia has never been a democracy. Of course, there's always been some restrictions, but in 2016, he began to see that, and then 2017, when the Crown Prince really was tightening his grip, I think Jamal began to see that it was going to be different than it had been before. There was even the limited space that had existed in the past was going away. And he said, I don't want to leave my country, but there are a lot of my countrymen who can't speak up at all.
He was one of the lucky few that could have gotten out easily. I don't know.
I don't blame it at all. Hell, I live in America and I had to go into hiding for 2 fucking years. So I literally went to hiding for 2 years. I bought an RV and I drove from state to state around this fucking RV and I hid after my Muslims are retarded video went viral.
Yeah. It's like the majority of Muslims, like if you speak out in a blasphemous way, they feel like that murder is okay.
Wait, but Dusty,
right?
I thought it was
that's your punishment. You shouldn't have done that. So
it's okay to call them names based on their bad ideas, not by their physical appearance. It's just silly to do by their physical appearance. People have bad ideas, and bad ideas should be called out. But it's immature to fucking pick on somebody for their looks. It's just stupid to me.
It sounds like something ugly people say.
No, it's not. Picking on somebody's ideas is not immature at all. It's exactly
yes, it is. If you call someone retarded, that's
like
a 16-year-old. That's what I would say.
I like this line of thinking from Dusty, and I'm going to explore this. I think that we should stop for the rest of this episode. Stop picking on people based on their looks.
Shut up, you're fat.
I want to go back to Dusty's way. Let's go back to Dusty's way.
I agree with TJ. Where's Paul?
I ate them.
Yep.
Why not both, Grandpa Dusty? Why can't we make fun of looks and politics?
You can, but to me, it's just petty and silly. Like I don't know. I just kind of move past that. That's kind of shitlord mentality that I'm just not into anymore. It draws a crowd that I don't want to be associated with. You know, I think there are a lot of bad ideas out there, and those bad ideas deserve to be challenged. You know, on the merit, and making fun of people's looks is just just a silly shit to me. But you guys, it's your show. Do what you want to do.
No,
you know?
I respect that. I'm gonna try very hard not to make fun of people's looks.
You'll
and
do it.
If I have to, I'll make fun of Maddie because she's not even on the show. She's just in the background.
Yeah. She has a lot to be made fun of there, I can see.
Yeah, like like her awkward finger.
But we were talking like before we went live. Fucking Billy sold out Maddie for Onision in his music video.
Whatever. I have a new music video.
You have a new music video
while we were off.
Feels Batman,
and I have a guest appearance.
And who was in it and who wasn't in it?
Okay. Onision was in it. He played the Joker very well.
Yep.
And Madison wasn't in it.
Why not?
I didn't really I didn't have a role for her.
Oh yeah, you didn't?
I didn't really think it was appropriate to put her in this one when I had big plans for her in the next one. That's all. Didn't you already film a whole video with her that was never released? Man, this looks really bad for you.
It did. Yeah. The fuck?
I'm the bad guy.
You are.
It's not Onision. It's not Madison. She's a sweet pea.
Oh, let's start an argument right now. Dusty, how do you feel about Martin Shkreli?
You talking about the Pharma Bro?
Yeah.
He's a fucking douche. I mean, I actually listened to him for a little while back in my minor shitlord stage, and I was like,
minor
shitlord. Good points, but then I actually researched it. No, he's a fucking piece of shit douche. He's right where he belongs.
That's my buddy. He'll be out in 3 years. Free Shkreli.
That's Billy's buddy.
Free Shkreli.
Oh God, come on, dude. That dude's a fucking douche.
That's
dude.
my boy.
I think he's cool.
I'm not
Is he a douche?
At all.
Is he a douche? Somewhat.
Yes.
But
no, he's a fucking douche.
He's
a capitalistic douche. That
he's
takes
definitely a
drugs
capitalist,
right?
right?
Capitalistic douche. Right?
This is a sign of the times where a guy who came up in hedge funds in Wall Street chooses to go into pharmaceuticals. What does that say about our pharmacy industry? You know, he's not the fucking problem. He's just part of the.
He saved lives, right, Bill?
Part of the problem. Yeah.
He has saved.
Definitely part of the fucking problem.
Is he part of the problem? He's capitalizing.
Is he the solution?
He's
No,
capitalizing.
He's part of the fucking problem. Is he part of the problem?
He might actually
life-saving drugs hundreds of times.
Yeah.
Of course he's the fucking part of the
does
problem.
that.
Goddamn, like how could he not be?
He took the pill that was $13 and he made it $750. But look at our medical industry, like our health industry. A bag of saline water, saline drip, salt water costs $750. And if this is a few pills you take in a cycle and cures you of toxoplasmosis for maybe 20 grand for an entire cycle, that's relatively cheap to save your life. I'm just saying, he saves lives.
Oh my God, no.
Our hero, Martin Shkreli.
He takes generic drugs and he makes them much more expensive than they could be. And he could not do that and make millions of dollars for himself. He's a capitalist douche. Doesn't give a fucking shit except for money.
They weren't
lining
generic.
his own goddamn pockets because he's a fucking piece of scum.
They weren't
when
generic.
People are goddamn dying, they need the fucking medicine. He doesn't give a shit because he wants a fucking yacht for himself.
Oh.
That's fucking bullshit, motherfucker.
He gives away 60% of the medicine for free to people that can't afford it.
Money does that motherfucker make? Okay,
off of that particular drug,
for the money. Okay, he's in it for the fucking bottom line. He's trying to pad his fucking wallet, and he's doing the back of people's lives, and they're suffering.
Everybody's in it for the money, though. Everybody's in it for the money. There's nobody who's altruistic.
I'm not.
You're not in it. You're not in pharmaceuticals.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars by going against my fucking audience and turning my entire program exactly the opposite of the way it fucking was. I'm goddamn definitely not in this shit for money. I've proven that shit.
What cures are you cultivating?
Moral code, and my moral code supersedes fucking wanting to goddamn make money out people suffering and people fucking. You can laugh if you want to. I've proven it.
Dusty has ascended above all of us.
No,
he's at that peak 45-year-old
being. It's just being a basic, moral, decent human being. Yes, I'm a fucking boomer. Maybe I'm old. Like, you can make fun of me for that.
No, you're the 45-year-old boomer age where you've ascended all of us on our moral level, and you're better than all of us because you don't care about the money, which is why you make a living off of YouTube.com.
I made $8,000 last year, dude. Ooh, I'm really fucking rolling it in, aren't I?
I just don't see why there's a big fuss over people wanting to make money, you know?
Because you can make money. You can make a basic, decent living. Nobody has a problem with that. It's when you sell out your fellow human beings to make yourself obscenely goddamn rich. That's the problem.
I don't know. That's just how it is sometimes.
But
yeah,
what if
it is sometimes? I think in a horrible society, that is how it is. But that's not how it should be. In a
but what if you don't? What if you don't understand?
Not be into the fucking money over
can I,
other people's.
Talk instead of you just like.
I don't know if you should talk or not. You're a little 16-year-old punk ass kid. You don't know what the fuck.
Oh
no! I don't know. You let me be on the show.
Oh no!
Yeah, I know they bring you on
really?
the show.
You're gonna do that? Huh?
Yeah.
You don't want to hear what I have to say, Dusty?
Go ahead.
I like.
Speak, kid.
Honestly, this is my first time ever talking to Turkeytom. Like, this is my first time even like ever meeting him.
He's my bud.
Yeah. Yeah. Go on, Turkeytom. Do your thing.
Yeah, I think Martin Shkreli, however you want to say. I think he's an asshole, but I don't know. I want to have lunch with him. I want to have a burger with him. I think he'd be really cool to talk to. I think he's a smart guy.
He invited me to have a sleepover at his house, so
before he gets out.
Go have a
no, when he gets
shitlord's got a shitlord.
That's my boy. But
I distance myself from this show to begin with because that's the kind of people you attract. Shitheads. I don't want to be associated with that. That's the reason. Very reason. I was like, I don't want to be associated with drunken peasants. Your audience that you were attracting was exactly the same way.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You just paint it with a broad brush, like, oh, that's how they all are. But that's not necessarily.
No, that's not how they all are. No, I actually met some of your fans when I met you guys in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And the ones that I met there, not all of them, but most of them were pretty cool. But you guys, and I don't know about your current show because I don't watch your current show, but the show when TJ and Paul were on here, you attracted tons of these shitlord shitheads. People, and I know because like I talked to you before, they harassed me constantly. I'll talk to them every fucking day. And there are people I do not in any way want to be associated with, which is a big part of the reason I changed my content. And I, backed away from this whole anti-SJW hysteria bullshit.
But honestly, we were never full on anti-SJW. I mean, if we disagreed with SJWs, we would talk about them. But we were never on the level of like Bering or any of those guys. We were never like
maybe you're not on that level, but I know I was on the show like 4 or 5 times, and every show I was on, the entire fucking episode, it was nothing but hammering at SJWs. And I was following TJ and I was following Paul, and their Twitter accounts were nothing but fucking hammering SJWs. That's all that fucking shit was all day long. It was, and that's my experience. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's my fucking experience.
I would say you're wrong.
We've been doing a lot. We've been doing a lot to change that. Like Ben hired me because I'm a known SJW cuck, and we got rid of the shitlords, and we're bringing in some sweet lords,
sweet boys,
sweet lords. Yeah, they're sweet lords. They're sweet boys. So we're trying to be happy, go lucky, positive human beings at this point in time.
Cool. I'm on board with that. I'm all on board with that.
But Martin Shkreli, all right, what he does isn't as evil as the media portrays it. He does find drugs that nobody else is willing to produce, and he produces them to save lives. On top of him picking up orphan drugs and raising the prices on them.
He does it to make money.
Well, he does it to make money, but he also does it because nobody else is doing it. You should, if you knew him as well as I did, maybe you'd have a different tune, or maybe not. But I just, that's my boy, and Ben brings him up all the time because I am friends with some evil people, some real sick fucking people. Mainly Ben, because he brings up my good boy friends like Onision.
Don't be friends with assholes. That's my number one rule. Don't fucking be friends with assholes.
Why?
If you're friends with assholes, distance yourself from them. Speak out against them.
I mean, Dusty, he's a friend with you.
Who?
Billy.
I love Dusty, but I wouldn't call us friends.
First time I've ever met Billy.
Yeah, we're brand new, right? I'll be friends with him by the end of the episode. We'll have sleepovers and eat ice cream.
So since you already brought it out to your people on Facebook, I was trying to get Dusty to come on and talk to JF. JF in the past was on DP and said he looked up to Dusty.
That's the reason that's a nightmare to me. That's the reason I changed my whole fucking persona, because I was attracting fucking shitheads like that, and it just made me feel so terrible. These are people I was attracting. I couldn't do it anymore. I had to fucking change.
Here's the thing, though. You talking to him would not give him a platform.
It does. It gives him your platform. It gives him my.
He's already been on here. Everybody already knows who he is, and he's got.
You don't have to give him your platform. You don't have to. He already has.
Hold on. Hold on.
Let them spread their hate on your platform.
Hold on. Okay. How is bringing him in live and counteracting what he's saying, giving him a platform? Isn't that? Hold on. Wait. I haven't finished yet. Isn't that okay? So it's better to let him talk to his huge platform that's bigger than mine of people who agree with him already than it is to bring him onto my platform, which is smaller, and have someone counteract his ideas so that both my fan base and the fan base of his that comes over to watch can see it.
Look, we've already debated this for 100 years. Do we have to continuously debate these people's bad ideas continuously? At what point do we just say, fuck off, retard, and shun them to the fucking recesses of their dark web where they goddamn belong? We don't have to fucking platform these people and entertain their fucking stupid shit continuously. There's nothing about him that needs to be fucking acknowledged.
It's at a much larger level.
To fuck off.
It's at a much larger level now than it's ever been. I'm just not interested in being part of this stupid internet blood sport bullshit. We don't have to fucking entertain that's another
these bad
thing.
ideas continually.
We were never internet blood sports either. We were
I'm not saying you are. I'm saying that's what he is, and that's what it would be if he was on the show. All that would fucking turn into is internet blood sports. The same bullshit. No, it wouldn't. I have no interest in being a part of.
No, it wouldn't, because I'd be moderating it. You asked your own fucking audience, and more than half of them said that you should do it. I read your thread today,
and the other half said I shouldn't do it. I'm still considering it, but I don't know. I don't know if that is the best thing to do. I don't know if giving him a platform, because no, that's a bullshit narrative. The giving of a platform is a bullshit narrative. He already has a platform. Yeah, but he doesn't have your platform.
Yes, he does.
He doesn't have my platform.
That's where he made it.
We don't have to give him our megaphone.
He already has he started on this show. People here already know about him and everything that he says.
You're bad, right?
No, it wasn't.
But you don't have to continuously give him your megaphone to spread hatred to people. Dude.
How is it?
You don't have to fucking do this. You don't have to entertain these bad ideas. Okay. You can just say fuck you.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. How is arguing with him letting him spread his hatred? Isn't that the opposite? Isn't that saying, hey, that your ideas are wrong because of this? And also, it's not our bad for letting him on, because when we let him on, he wasn't like this. It was later. This all happened later.
Racism is not about logic and reason, so you can't really change racist minds with logic and reason, because they use logic and reason to form.
Neither is religion, but you built your whole career over that.
I didn't put my career on trying to change racist minds.
Yeah, you built your career
trying to mock them and make fun of them.
You built your career.
Mocking is a very good tool.
You built your career on mocking religion, and you go logic at the end of your videos, but they don't use logic and reason either. You built your career off of arguing with people that don't use logic and reason. So this is the same fucking thing, only it's racism.
The point is
am I wrong?
On the show, let's say,
am I wrong?
Say 100 people watch the show that wouldn't have otherwise have heard of this guy, and 90% of them think I destroyed him. That's 10% of the people that still are attracted to his bullshit racist message, and I don't want to be a part of that. That's a spreading of hatred unnecessarily. You're not going to change these people's minds. The only thing he wants to do is use your platform to make himself more popular. And what happens is racists realize he exists now, because who would otherwise not know he even existed, because you gave him your platform, and he will attract those people, and that's exactly what he wants to do. He wants to be controversial and racist in order to attract other racists to make money off of them. It's a grift, and you don't have to be involved in it, and I don't have to be involved in it.
So
why not just talk to them anyway? Do you not think you can change a racist mind at all? You don't think it's possible?
I mean, I guess it's possible, but it's very difficult.
Okay,
it's not something I'm really interested in doing. I'm much more interested in
just
telling to flip off and fuck themselves.
So was it pointless? Was it pointless to use logic and reason to counteract religious people who don't use logic and reason?
Well, I mean, I don't really think I'm going to change religious people's mind. The point is to mock them so that other people don't actually repeat the same behaviors they repeat. It's not really about changing their mind. It's about changing the minds of other people who are not in the same boat as they are.
So why can't that be applied to racists too?
I've never had anybody on my show like that. I mock them. You can mock them without actually bringing them on and having them
spout just by mocking them. You're giving them publicity. You're
giving them a platform. Yes, you are.
I'm not bringing them on the show to talk to them and letting them.
You are shining a light in their direction, though, right?
And you're talking about what they say and what their ideas are, right?
Yeah, I'm framing it in a very specific way that is mocking them. I'm not letting them have carte blanche to say whatever the fuck they want to say. You know, it's totally different.
It's okay if it's one-sided for Dusty, but if it's anyone else, it's not okay.
I don't even understand that.
I mean, what you're saying is that why can't you just talk to them? Why can't you just You know, you're giving them a platform just by
we've already debated
ideas.
these ideas for 100 years. At some point, we have to stop debating the same bad ideas over and over again.
I'll tell you what. If you stop, apparently it didn't work.
Much more important things we can talk about than are black people dumb. Can we stop fucking talking about that?
I mean, that's
by just calling them bad ideas.
That's not
their resolve.
That's not necessarily what we're going to talk about.
Retarded, then you're just going to make them. You're just going to make them. Oh, look, maybe I think your ideas are bad and dumb and retarded. If you actually fucking talk about them,
I don't give a shit.
If we've been debating them,
I don't fucking care about them.
If we've been debating them for years, then it's not working because it's growing now.
The divide is growing, right?
And here's the thing. Here's the thing. I disagree with the with the ethnocentrism and all that shit, but everyone I try to get on to argue it is afraid to do it. And they use this.
Has to do with fear. It's have not to want to be associated with these people. I don't want to be associated with races. It doesn't associate.
Hold on. Associated implies that people are going to think you're racist too. How is you live on a stream arguing with them, telling them why you disagree with them?
Is Bill Maher associated when he puts them on his show?
Right.
Yeah, when Bill Maher brings people like Jordan Peterson on and sucks his dick, he absolutely associates himself with him. Absolutely. Bill Maher's a really bad example too, because the dude's fucking so lame these days. He's not even in the realm of liberalism anymore. He's this centrist shithead who doesn't even research his guests anymore that he brings on. So it's a really bad example. But I just don't want to be associated with the help of platforming these racist shitheads. Now, if you guys want to do it, that's up to you. I just don't personally want to do it. I don't think that their ideas deserve the respect to be even discussed anymore because they've been debated and destroyed for 100 years now. At what point do we just say, fuck off, dude? We're tired of talking to you about this stupid shit.
I think because we're looking for a hero that will lash out and put them in their place is really what it comes down to.
It doesn't work. They don't give a shit.
Then you wasted all your time going against religious ideas, Islam and all that shit, because that didn't work either. Islam is still the fastest growing religion in the world.
Yeah, we out here killing reporters.
So you wasted your fucking time,
having
Dusty.
wrestling matches. Like,
good job platforming Islam and giving Islam all this attention in front of your large audience.
Islam really needed your platform too. Like,
yeah.
Well, then you guys do it. I mean, you don't need me for that. So
no, we don't need you.
Platform this guy. Give him all the fucking.
It's not platforming him. That's a straw man bullshit. We're not platforming anybody. We're not platforming anybody.
Yeah, like last time we had JF
on your show, let him spew fucking hatred. That's platforming.
Last time,
exactly what that is.
Last time we had JF on, I gave him a solution to the ethno state, Garbage Island, and I think that it pissed him off enough that he's no longer racist. I cured JF of his racism single-handedly. I'm very proud of that.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, there's so many better things that we could be talking about besides entertaining these racists. Like, their ideas should be even fucking discussed. They shouldn't. You should just give them the middle finger, then we should talk about actually important issues and not fucking justify the racism by acting like it's something serious we should be discussing. It's not. It's
by just giving them the middle finger, like, doesn't that divide us as a people even further, though? Like, I do feel like we need to have some sort of
I have no problem being divided from racists, okay? They can go on their fucking own and have their own platforms and talk to themselves and circle jerk all they want to. I have no interest in that.
Yeah, I have no interest in that. There's so many more
important things we should be discussing than fucking focusing on.
I have no interest in that either, but I also have no interest in them going off on their own and collecting more people because there's this divide that they look like they need the numbers. Like they obviously have people that are ignoring them and stuff. But I definitely see your point. I feel like we need to start coming back together at some point as a community or people.
Ignoring it. I don't want to be a community with them.
Ignoring it.
I don't want to be either, but I don't want to
make it go away.
Yeah, I don't want to just flip them off.
So here's Gutfield. Gutfield's pissed off because Google canceled a military contract.
So while Google kills contracts that help our nation's defenses, opting instead to help China's AI, Amazon puts America first. Despite getting flack from sheltered employees who think national security is for losers, CEO Jeff Bezos sticks to his guns. Here he is at a conference on Monday.
We are going to continue to support the DoD, and I think we should. It doesn't make any sense to me. Sometimes one of the jobs of a senior leadership team is to make the right decision, even when it's unpopular. And if big tech companies are going to turn their back on the U.S. Department of Defense, this country is going to be in trouble.
Good for him. Now compare that common sense to Google's virtue signaling cowardice. First, Google suspended its contracts with our military when some workers whined about it. Then they helped China create a search engine that censors criticisms of its leaders, which suits Google since they'll remove anything that upsets them. Ask James Damore. Apparently, this tech titan thinks it's more evolved than the country it exploits. Defense is so yesterday. Security is for fascists. Plus, they're terrified of the activists in the company cafeteria. Google ignores their heroic predecessors like Ford and Douglas Aircraft, or tech geniuses Alan Turing and Norbert Wiener.
Like,
Google's a private company. They do whatever the fuck they want. Isn't that all these conservatives believe? Now that Google's doing what the fuck they want, they have a problem with it. You know? Isn't that how the free market's supposed to work?
Fox News obviously has a dog in this fight. Like they want to perpetuate the patriotisms of Amazon.
It's state-sponsored propaganda. Fox News is the absolute worst propaganda network in the United States. I mean, it rivals Pravda in Russia. I mean, it's all it is. Like, I'm surprised you guys keep playing clips from these assholes.
Well, I think it's because they are usually the most ridiculous ones, and we tend to get the most response for the crazy shit they say out of them. I think it's
crazy.
I think it's funny to see them like getting behind Bezos. I'm from Seattle, so I've been following Amazon my entire like adulthood, seeing the growth and seeing where it's going, and it's just like I didn't know they were working with the Department of Defense like this. Well, the
Department of Defense is into everything.
Yeah,
all our phones, all the big tech companies. You know, they have backdoors and all that shit.
Yeah, it's too late, right? Like, but we're all done.
Fuck Jeff Bezos. All billionaires are assholes. You know, you can't really become a billionaire without being a goddamn asshole that exploits the labor. So
I hear that all billionaires are assholes. That's a sentiment. But like, I had a billionaire friend. He was born into it. You know, his dad gave him the money. And is he an asshole? Yeah, but he's also a sweet guy that does some pretty cool stuff with his money.
You should give it all away. You know, if you have more money than you can spend in lifetimes, there are so many people that use that money that are suffering out there, and you could actually do a lot of good with that money than, you know, being a fucking hoarder of cash. These people are sick. They're mentally ill.
But we don't live in a world where that's like even respected, right? The majority of poor people want to protect the rich people because they think in one day they'll become rich people.
Oh, like the rich are very good at conning people into voting against their own best interest. You know, the rich have absolutely mastered how to use their money to get people to do that. The Republican Party is proof of that, you know. I mean, Mississippi, the poorest fucking state, and every goddamn body around here is a Trump supporter, you know. They are the ones that are actually fed upon by the conservative movement, and they're the ones that support it the most, because rich people absolutely are geniuses about making people vote against their own best interests. And that's a big part of the reason I started distancing myself from this anti-SJW hysteria, because the entire thing is about distracting people from the actual issues and making them vote against their own best interests. But what I was trying.
Anti-SJW and SJW, they're both about distracting from the actual issues, right? Social justice warriors are distracting the same time. It's
I actually reject the label social justice warrior. I think that whole thing is just a way to demonize, you know, social justice as a whole, and social justice as a whole is a very important thing. It's been very important and beneficial to our society.
I definitely agree with that. Like I agree with social justice 100%. You know, I think that the lower tier of humanity deserves to have a little more of the cut, right? When you look at the pie, the way the pie is dwindled out, we're all fighting over a fucking sliver of pie, and they're sitting here with more pie they can fucking eat. It's gonna go bad. Like they'll die, and their children will die, and their children will die, and they'll still have pie left over.
We went from Occupy Wall Street, and we are the 1%, or we are the 99%, to the greatest threat in society is blue-haired college kids in 4 years. You know, that's not by accident. That happened by fucking design, of pointing out the minutia on the left and blowing it totally out of proportion to distract us from the actual goddamn issue.
But I heard Occupy Wall Street was bullshit, and it was the news were just filming people lining up for the new iPhone, and it made them look like they were picketing, right?
I mean, there was a movement of Occupy Wall Street. I know people that were actually down there camping out, and that were trying to actually make valid changes on Wall Street. So it was a real movement at one time.
And then it dissipated. And now we're worried about SJW cucks, like we're going to have our wife fucking somebody in front of us every day. I don't think that's a worry. It's a fear tactic.
That's a problem. That makes hot porn. Who cares? Ever watch cuck porn? That shit's hot as shit. Dude's sitting on the corner whacking off. Some big black guy's railing his girlfriend. It's hot, man.
Is it hot?
You know?
Like I always, because I have an attention problem, so I'm always looking at the guy jerking off.
Agrees.
She's into it. Okay.
She's right back there.
I'll just sit in the corner and jerk off then. I just like watching the porn, and when a guy's in the background jacking off, I find myself looking at him too often. Like, I have a serious problem with attention. Like, I remember I was jacking off. I was a teenager. I was jacking off. My friend was sleeping on the couch behind me, and I was like looking at the porn on the screen. I was jacking off, and I was looking back to check on him to see if he didn't wake up because I wanted him to wake up to me jacking off. And I realized, because I was so like my attention was so fucked up, I couldn't focus. I was looking at him more than I was looking at the porn. I'm just sitting there staring at my friend sleeping, jerking off. I didn't even mean to. I can't do it.
You were jerking off to your friend sleeping. Don't lie, dude.
By the end of it, I was, and I didn't even mean to. I was.
You're supposed to focus on the big black balls. Man, that's what you're supposed to look like. They're beautiful, just slapping back and forth.
I've been doing cuck porn wrong this entire time. Turkeytom, you're too young to talk about cuck porn, so we'll move back into this Amazon patriotism.
No, he's not. He's probably watched more porn than all of us. No doubt.
No comment.
no comment.
I worked in porn for like 20 years, so I pretty much seen it all.
Were you a fluffer?
No, I actually ran some of the first adult websites, some of the first pay websites on the entire internet. That's how I made my million to begin with.
Yeah.
Dusty created the internet.
Yep. That was me and Al Gore.
Yeah, that was such bullshit. Like when everyone was saying like Al Gore said he invented the internet. There was no like internet, like there wasn't the type of fact checking you could do on the internet back then to be like, look, you're wrong. This was completely taken out of context. But
I
it was. They were trying to demonize him. That's what they always do.
Yeah. But you did. I'm sorry, I just came back because I'm sick and I have explosive diarrhea.
Oh no.
But didn't you invent like this crazy way of like monetizing porn that wasn't completely, I mean, it was kind of like you were like scavenging porn, right? In a way.
No. I mean, I wrote a book about it, and the book is freely available on the internet if you guys want to read it. It's called The Adult Autopilot. You can just Google it.
Would it still work?
PDF, and you'll come up with it. I wrote a book, and I put it in the public domain about 5 years ago. I sold it for about a year, and then I decided, okay, well, I made my money off of it. Now I can just give it freely away to people. But basically, it was just traffic trading, which every website from the beginning of time has done. And it's how to use traffic trading to monetize porn. It's nothing really complicated.
Did you write a book about why you like cuck porn?
I will.
Oh my God.
It's called the Bible.
Sexy as shit. Those big black men with their muscles and shit. Just rattling away at little white teenage girls. Hot as fuck.
Yeah, you're fucked up. You're fucked up.
I'm fucked up. And that's not even the worst porn I watch. Tentacle porn is what really
I don't
gets
want to hear about it. I don't want to hear
everywhere.
About it.
I hate in their badges and in their mouths and booty holes. It's sexy as shit, man. That's my deal.
No, you got...
Tentacle porn is a very Japanese
I understand you now.
thing,
it makes
right?
sense. You want a big black man to fuck your girlfriend. I understand.
Bring them all the dicks. I'll take
I know, Dusty. I know, there's nothing inherently wrong with being a cuck.
Well, yeah, technically.
My wife's boyfriend bought me a Nintendo Switch for Christmas. Really nice.
I think the cuck thing is overplayed, though. I don't know.
It is.
Somebody in
it's
chat.
actually racist. The entire roots of the whole fuck as an insult is a racist insult. It's like you're so inferior. You let a black man have sex with your girlfriend.
Well, it's not just
the worst thing you can do because it's a black person.
I think that's what it became, but I don't think that's.
It can be anyone.
It can, but generally that's what it's come to mean.
Did Shakespeare write about cuckold before too?
Cuckoldry goes back
because you said you want to see a big black man fucking a little white girl.
Yeah, I made a joke about it. You can joke about it, not further the whole thing.
Because like the original cuck, the original cuck was Joseph when God put a baby in Mary, right? That was the first instance of cucking.
I'm sure that wasn't the first time ever.
You don't think cucking existed before God invented it?
Oh my God! Don't ask me that kind of question.
It was cavemen. Cavemen were in the corner watching their wife get fucked by another caveman.
No, because they didn't have monogamy before that. Like the cavemen didn't have monogamy. They didn't have fucking. They didn't
Adam and
claim.
Eve, they were monogamous. I was way for you.
They had no other options. They had to have monogamy, right? It was just Adam and Eve.
That's true, but they had kids. They could have fucked their kids. Incest is the best. Put your sister to the test.
I think that is what happened, right? Is it like because didn't they have two sons? It never said they had any daughters. So,
Cain and Abel had to run train on Eve?
Yep.
I hate this idea. The Bible is pervy.
The Bible?
Yeah, like Lot fucking his daughters. Incest all over that bitch.
This is, okay, this has been a wonderful show. Like, I just want to say how much we've been talking about all the most messed up stuff. I'm glad to be back on the main channel.
Me too. And the level of tension where everyone, like, is getting along, but like secretly loathes one another. I love that too.
Turkeytom's like, these guys are a bunch of fucking cucks. Dusty's like, we're just a bunch of fucking cucks.
I like you guys apart from Dusty. Dusty seems like just a big boomer cuck, but I'm fine with it.
Damn, I'm so old.
Me and
man, gotta get a clown.
Me and Dusty are
old.
Me and Dusty are pretty close to the same age, relatively close. Actually, yeah, Billy's close to my age too.
Yeah, I'm an old ass dad.
Yep. So.
Yep. We can all be 16-year-olds without pubes on our balls, dude.
Gwengala Kanji did a $5 super chat and said, Billy, the reason Japan has tentacle porn is a lot more innocent. I guess there was some art from the 1800s of like a woman.
I think it's all the fucking radiation from the nukes getting dropped on them is why they have all this crazy shit.
I thought a lot of it was because their regular porn is censored, and they get away with not having to censor the tentacle porn.
Yeah, you don't have to censor a tentacle, but you do have to censor a dick. It's so weird that they got to censor dicks over there.
Yeah, all right. I hate to cut this short, but it's bedtime for little Turkeytom, so, I got school tomorrow.
Say it ain't so.
Don't say, aw, that's disgusting. I hate you, Dusty.
Do you want Dusty to kiss you goodnight?
So you really have to go?
Story, kid.
Don't come within like 5 feet of me. I'll shoot you.
Right. Fair enough. I would not.
Yeah. All right. I hope you guys have fun. Billy, I love your shit. Ben,
love you.
Saw you on Dick. You're cool. Dusty, you're weird. All right. I don't like you, Dusty.
Aww. So sad.
Have a good night, Turkeytom.
Okay. All right.
Crappy.
Yeah. You guys have a good night too. I'll see you.
Good night, Maddie.
Well, I didn't expect him to leave so soon.
Well, he said he got bedtime.
I'm not surprised. He got a bedtime.
He had to go night-night.
What do you expect?
He just had to go night-night. Oh. So, Amazon is working with the government, and they just raised their minimum wage to $15 across the board. Like, Fox wasn't saying good things about that when Bezos raised it to 15, were they? Now they're praising it?
I doubt it. They're not really for that. Though I heard that a lot of people are actually making less money at Amazon now because other reasons. They basically removed stock options and bonuses and stuff to pay for the $15 raises. So a lot of people are not happy about it. But it is good to see them raise it to 15, even though that's not enough, because Jeff Bezos is still making more money every second than I'm making a goddamn year, which is ridiculous.
What would your ideal society be like, Dusty? Like if you could be in charge, if your cult was actually
they have done lots of studies that show what the happiest societies are, and they're almost always dominated by social democracies. Higher tax rate on the higher earners to pay for social issues like free health care for people, free education, free medical care, stuff like that. We definitely need free medical care in this country. We're the only first world country in the entire goddamn world who hasn't figured this shit out. It works everywhere else except for here, and it's because, we have these rich assholes running everything like Trump. Don't give a fuck about us.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of mess in our healthcare system that is just designed to pay out everybody. Like the Martin Shkreli thing, he's such a small part of the problem that he's really just an opportunist. There's a whole lot of people leaving Wall Street and dropping the hedge funds and dropping all of Wall Street because they see the money is just easier to get in medicine and pharmaceuticals. And it's because it's Wild West right now. We haven't figured out what to do to protect it.
The American healthcare system currently is based off a scam. It's where the health insurance providers team up with the medical providers to scam us. And what they do is that the medical providers jack up everything to insane costs. Like you're saying, a 50-cent bag of saline goes for $100. And the reason they do that
$750 for a saline drip, $750 for a bag of salt water.
The reason they do that is because then the insurance companies can come in and negotiate lower prices that are still fucking outrageous, but they're lower than they were to justify these giant premiums we were paying them. So they can say, see, we're actually helping you. We're actually providing a service. When they're actually not. It's just a scam where they're working together to scam us to make us seem like what they're doing is actually beneficial to us. But it's not.
We definitely need a solution, but I don't know if we'll get it because too many people are happy the way they are.
We're going in the wrong direction. People always talk about how the left is regressive, but nothing is fucking more regressive than what conservatives are doing now. They're taking us in the exact opposite direction of what we need to be. We need to be moving more towards free education, more towards free healthcare, more towards a robust social safety net that helps the poorest among us, and they're doing the exact opposite of that. They're as regressive as it possibly gets.
Welcome back, Wallace, to the show.
Yeah, I guess we'll let Maddie go on. Yeah.
Brand new. I brought Maddie as a backup guest because I knew Turkeytom.
Yeah, what happened to Turkeytom? Did someone piss off Turkeytom while I was gone, or what?
Well, while you were gone, Dusty said, "I'm gonna spank your little ass, 16-year-old boy," and I was like, "Whoa, that's my job." I offered to let him
fuck my girlfriend while I watched. He wasn't into that for some reason. Yeah, so
I don't know if we pissed him off or what, but he's definitely I don't know.
Yeah, that
He's got going night.
Fuck that dude. Little twerp. Don't have children on your show.
We can move the
have mature adults on your show who actually have the ability to discuss things, have some life experience, and know what the fuck they're talking about.
We're trying to get Jacob Sartorius on next. Like, we love the kids here at Drunken Peasants. We love the kids.
They need to get off my lawn. I'm not a fan.
Fridge love the kids.
I don't want to raise kids. I want to date them. So 17 is legal in Mississippi, so it's not a problem.
What's legal in Mississippi?
17.
17?
Yeah.
Oh, 16 is legal in Washington State. It's gross. When Maddie was 16, she was dating Bill Gates.
Upgrade.
Oh wow!
It's nice.
Why
to
is
have
it so
the camera
zoomed
so
in?
close to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that.
I can't see myself, but that's funny.
Oh, I'll fix it.
We'll get you up. You're very close to the camera. Like, if you could maybe lean back. What are you doing?
Hold on, I'm gonna zoom out.
What are you doing?
I'm panicking.
Nice face.
Thank you. I was born with it.
Well,
so
made it myself.
Maybe she's born with it.
Well, I didn't make it myself.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
I was just given it.
What? I need to fix that
from my mama. I got it from my mama.
Okay.
I like to think I created Maddie in my image.
Godlike you are, Billy.
Oh yeah, that light was like right in her mouth, right in her face. It was drowning you out. Overexposure. Oh yeah.
You dudes all in the same house together? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're having a little
powwow,
slumber party powwow.
You guys live together?
No.
We just come over here for origamis
on weekends.
On weekends, yeah. Maddie's this is a
I host
school.
arts and crafts.
Play some naked twister.
We crochet.
Yeah, we make like little paintings out of macaroni, cheese, and yarn. Macrame. Yarn and macaroni elbow macaroni.
Sell that on Etsy.
Yeah, we should start an Etsy and just make the most horrible shit and say it was made by like special needs kids, so we get big prices for it.
You said horrible shit. You want to know what I saw today?
What?
Somebody made a cake in a bedpan and made like poop icing roll things. Like made a whole cake that looked like
it was fecals,
like a disturbed bedpan.
And you ate it?
No, I saw this online. I'm trying to come up with ideas for the Halloween episode of Baked Baking.
So you're just gonna cook shit?
And that was just one of the things I saw. It was did you know that there's a cake called kitty litter cake where they make it look like a dirty litter box?
That's gross.
It's disgusting.
That makes sense.
You know what's weird?
Yeah.
Is there's different porn categories for pooping on people and peeing on people. So some people are into pooping and some people are into peeing, but not necessarily both.
The worthless bums arrested. All praise Lord Benpai.
No, I don't want homeless people displaced, Joshua the Forge. I'm against that.
I just think we should ship all the homeless people to Ohio.
To Africa with the blacks.
I can't see myself yet.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
I'm just looking at a blank screen right now.
Let's see.
The fact that you like, I could see why you wouldn't want to mix the pee-pee and poo-poo porn videos, right? Like some people just want a chunky turd, and some people want that hot, wet splatter.
Do you have a blue border around your
Yes, I
screen?
do.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
All right, I gotta take a piss, so don't talk about it while I'm gone.
Okay.
Let's talk about him.
Oh, your best behavior.
I have a surprise for Dusty.
Oh.
Oh no.
Awesome. What is it?
Oh, I'll wait till you come back.
Yeah, we'll give it to you after you wheeze, you wheezer. Yeah. Should companies like this be working with the government?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, I mean, like, okay, I don't have anything to hide from the government, right? I don't love the idea of them having...
snooping through your private photos?
Right, but I don't have anything... I'm not doing anything that the government shouldn't know about. So I feel like people... I don't know. Not that I don't think that the government should have all this power, but at the same time, like...
I definitely...
I don't have anything to be ashamed of.
I feel the same way you do about not being ashamed of not having anything to hide. But when you start giving up your freedoms to privacy...
Well, I wouldn't say I'd give it up. I mean, I would...
Well, that's kind of what they're doing by having the backdoor
voting
access.
choices. With the election is coming up next month. Just, make sure you go vote. But, well, like, voting choices. Like, I would make voting decisions to take away that power, for sure. But in the meantime, I'm not going to be like, anarchy, I have to live off the grid. I don't want the government to know too much about me, because it's like, I don't have any...
Do you want to live in the
Dusty's
woods?
chair looks like he wipes his ass with it. I just want to point that out really quick.
Why?
Look at the weird spots on it.
Maybe he was eating pizza
Here is
from
my
the back of his head.
proposition. You said you would take the belly button shot for $10,000. Will you do it if all my Patreon support payments reach that amount?
No, I want $10,000 all at once.
All at once for the belly button shot? If we reach the goal tonight, I'll do a belly button shot. Madison will do a belly button shot out of my fat belly button.
Okay.
I'll make her do it. Nah, never mind.
Are you going to do one off me?
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm going to get wasted sucking fucking alcohol out of your belly hole.
Your belly hole?
Your belly hole.
All right, I'm back. Didn't take me long because I didn't wash my hands, so.
Oh, damn.
I don't do that either. It's okay.
Just wipe them on your chair.
If you don't get anything on your hands, then what's the big deal?
Exactly.
Right?
I love this girl.
I'm wearing a shirt that has pee on it right now.
It's true.
Yeah, my dog pissed on her.
It's yellow, so.
Yeah.
It used to be white.
It matches. That's why I'm wearing the brown pants.
So I guess we're going to move on to the next thing. Joe Biden hopes Democrats don't impeach Trump right away.
Why?
I don't know.
Because Pence is even worse.
As former Vice President Joe Biden ponders a 2020 presidential run, he is pushing back now against a common battle.
Common sense would be let him get reelected and then impeach him if they can.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you feel like that is the best one?
Because that would use up his reelection, and then Pence would have to ride out the rest of that, the rest of his presidency.
Yeah, but we don't want Pence either.
We don't want that.
You're gonna get him if you impeach Trump.
No, I mean I don't. Yeah, I agree. I just don't think that if he was going to be impeached, why is the second?
Well, I guess you know what. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe getting him before.
I think the best possible.
Worthless schmuck. I can't stand him anymore.
Oh.
Dusty's still here.
You should distance yourself from me as far as you possibly can. You're the exact type of people that I have done everything I can to make sure you're not fans of mine anymore.
No,
I don't want you as fans. I know how to be relevant to you
where
people.
am I going?
I know exactly what to say to be relevant to
Okay.
you, and I don't want to be relevant to you.
Fix me, Ben.
They're just trying to trigger you. I
want you to fuck off.
You're just giving them what they want by even responding like that. I mean, like.
Yeah, we can't just go around giving the fans what they want. Like they're over here saying, "Maddie, show tits." It's like we can't do that, guys.
It's on YouTube.
We can't do that. It's YouTube. We can't do that.
To bring us back, I don't think the best is to do like what is it called? Second term? That's what it is.
Yeah,
second term abortion or late term abortion.
No, so I think the best thing to do would be like if we impeached him a month before he was up to be.
Well, the process is going to take longer than a month, right? Like it's going to be long drawn out.
Well, like a month at the end of this pregnancy.
Let's hear
pregnancy.
You said pregnancy. Now my brain doesn't work.
Presidency.
More progressive Democrats
It's just a big baby.
impeach President Trump, at least not yet.
And if Democrats
Not
win
yet.
the House, do you believe that they may move forward with articles of impeachment?
I hope they don't. I don't think there's a basis for doing that right now. I think we should wait until the report comes out.
I'd like to take him behind the gym.
Do you think he's just saying that for safety, not to piss anybody off?
Nah.
You really think he believes that?
Well, I think it makes sense to wait until the report comes out, right? Know what you're working with. Don't start the
He just wants to
impeachment.
run against Trump. He thinks Trump is easy pickings, and he wants to, he
I
doesn't
don't
want
think
to rile
Trump
up
is
the
easy
Republican base
pickings
before
at
he
all.
gets a chance to take him on.
I think Trump's going to be impossible to beat.
Yeah, maybe this is something you'll disagree with. I asked Billy months ago what Trump's chances are of getting reelected, and Billy says 100%.
I think he's 100% going to get reelected.
I don't know if I would say 100, but I think it's a pretty good chance.
Elizabeth Warren was a name that people brought up saying that she could possibly beat him.
Yeah, but
she's fucked.
We're still like 2 years out.
We need
you saw what they did to Hillary, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't love Hillary, but like, as if they're not going to do that to, you said Warren,
Well,
right?
Warren's already been like ruined with her
Right,
DNA
she's
test
gonna
results.
That shit's dumb. I don't think that's even worth ruining her over. That's just like you. So many white people think that they're Native American because their parents fed them a line of bullshit, and now they're taking DNA tests that are proving that they're not Native American.
Well, my mom, I always grew up being told, my mom told me that we were Cherokee.
Yep. Yeah, that's the most common
I was
one.
told that all the time. I have literally never told anybody that. I've never been like, well, I'm Cherokee. Like, what I do know is that my grandparents on both sides are Irish and Italian. So on my dad's side, his grandparents, my mom's side, her grandparents, like my great grandparents came from Italy and Ireland.
Yeah,
things
you
like
look
that.
Italian.
So I tell people I'm Italian and Irish. I've never said, oh, I'm Italian, Irish. I'm also Cherokee. So, like,
I actually am Cherokee.
Dusty Smith, he's a
True
beautiful
story.
bird.
I'm an 8th Cherokee.
Dusty, you're a beautiful bird.
So seriously though, Dusty, have you taken a DNA test?
No, I haven't. But
Because-
like, I met my great grandmother, and she was like 100% Cherokee. So
Great.
But you
Only,
wouldn't believe how many
distant.
white people I've met that have like a similar story.
Yeah.
And then they took a fucking DNA test, and it's like you are not Native at all.
My great grandfather's birth certificate said that he was born a mulatto in the Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma.
It's always Cherokee.
I know. It said
Well,
on
aren't
his
they the
fucking birth
biggest
certificate.
tribe?
They're one of them. I mean, the
The most
Navajos.
famous one.
Navajos
Yeah.
are a big one.
Yeah, because I feel like it's those two are the biggest tribes, and so that would make sense. That
But I have zero. I'm whiter than white.
Yep.
I'm white. I'm the whitest boy
And you're
I
not
know.
the only person to tell me this story.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to go to powwows and we would go camping with medicine
You
men.
fucking racial appropriating piece of shit.
Look, dude. If I am, I am. I can't take it back now. I was a little kid. I didn't know
not
any
okay to
better.
be white, dude.
Biden several Democrats, by the way, canvassing the country over the next few days. You see everybody else there across the U.S.
Is that
on
SC
the map.
Cup?
SC
Yeah,
Vance are
that's the
back
cup.
with me now.
Oh my God, SC Cup has gone downhill. Sorry, I'm making fun of her looks. I'm
And
sorry.
what we heard there
Sorry.
from
well, her
Biden
looks
is
are
different
fine.
than
Her
what we've been hearing
faces,
from some
like
of
her
the more
expressions are really weird.
progressive people.
She used to be like 5 years ago. She was like 10 out of 10.
Well, she's
And
still
who are
gorgeous.
running
She's still cute,
to
but
be in Congress,
her
like the
expressions.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's. What happens if you have all this wave of fresh Democratic blood coming into Congress? How are the two going to align?
Look, have you seen a car crash? I mean, that could be what you get. I think, first of all, it's amazing that it's news for a former vice president to say, don't impeach the president yet until you get a report. And that's considered conservative. That's considered moderate. It's like, okay, we might have a problem in this party. I think that people are electing Democrats. And one way is to send a message to Donald Trump, but also because a lot of stuff isn't working right in America still.
They're electing Democrats to send a message to Donald Trump.
I believe it. I mean,
I don't think it's a message to Trump. I think they're voting for who they want to win.
Well, I think they need some
I hope
representation
so.
back, right? Like we're getting the people to come out and vote. We kind of lost interest when they did like. Bernie was hopeful.
Bernie was.
People cared
the
about
best,
Bernie.
honestly.
People don't usually these midterm elections hardly get anyone to come out and vote.
Right. That's why people. That's why people have been pushing so hard. And I just want, like, I mean, I'm the only female here, so I don't know how important the stuff that happened with Dr. Ford is with everybody else that's on here. And I don't want to go into like a rant or anything, but like, I think it's really important. A lot of women are really upset with what just happened and their lack of representation and the way that, even just like in general, politics or not, just the way that sexual assault was just put and the way that sexual assault was just framed in the media. And I think that a lot of women are up in arms and are going to get out there and vote. And I think that's really important. So I don't know. This might be, what is it? You said it's a midterm election, right?
Yeah,
I think this is going to be a really big one.
I really hope it is. I hope that we swing.
Pray that it is. Honestly.
I hope that we swing back to the left, because right now, isn't it completely controlled by the right? Isn't everything in the right's majority?
All three branches of government, most of the state legislatures, most of the state governorships, all controlled by conservative Christians.
Democrats. Maria Cantwell is.
We have Democrats, but
took our eyes off the majority.
Right, the majority is definitely.
Yeah. But here's the thing: Obama, he had a majority for his first, I believe, 2 years as president. Yes. Yeah, it's so rare that Democrats take the House. Yeah, and it was like the Bush effect. They had a midterm election 2 years before Obama got elected, and that's when Democrats started taking everything back. And then when Obama got elected, they took over the House and the Senate and the presidency. But Obama was like too bipartisan. He was trying too hard to get along with people instead of just doing the fuck what he wanted to do.
Right, he wasn't getting shit done so much either.
Because you didn't turn your skin tone or ancestry. Like, come on, people, get a clue.
Yeah, sure.
Well, the reason that the Republicans usually take over the Congress is because of gerrymandering. You know, they can get much less votes and still take over because of the way they've redistricted the maps.
Well, they did that
completely unconstitutional, in my opinion.
They did that in Ohio. They had Marcy Kaptur, who's been a congresswoman there for like 40 years, go against Dennis Kucinich, who's a big time. You know, he ran for president before as a Democrat. They had to run against each other because their two districts became one district at one point. Thus getting rid of one. It was a win-win for Republicans because they got rid of one of the two people they didn't like, and then the winner out of that had to run against Joe the plumber and obliterated him.
Well, it's actually the Democrats that started this shit. The Democrats started the really unfair gerrymandering because they thought that if they lumped all the black people together in the same group, that it would give black people more power to vote in their own people. But it actually turned out to be, worse for them because it kind of watered down their vote and kept them from voting for Democrats in bigger areas.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just being totally honest, the thing that got the most black people to vote was a black guy running for president. I mean, we saw that, and now less black people voted when Hillary ran. Overall,
less people voted for Hillary, right? Like it was.
I don't know about that.
I think she got the popular vote.
Well, she did get the popular vote.
Yeah,
the numbers.
Hillary did not campaign in the right states. There were a few states I believe she thought she was just going to win.
Yeah, and they fucked over Bernie Sanders so that she could be the front runner anyway.
Yeah.
So
didn't John Kerry get more votes than Trump did?
You mean Bush?
John Kerry versus Bush. Like John Kerry got more votes than Trump did.
I don't think
because
so.
more people came out for Kerry.
I don't
that
think
was
that's
Bush
true.
Too.
I'd have to look that up.
Kerry
lost.
Kerry
But more people came out then for Kerry.
I don't think so. I think in every presidential election we have a record number of voters.
Really?
It's just a small amount of the overall population, though. I would have to look that up, but I believe so.
I think more people would vote if we did it like American Idol style. We had we could text in our vote.
I think so.
It should be on the internet, obviously. We're at the point where we definitely should be voting on the internet.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Though, could you imagine the Russian hacker stories after that? Though,
people buying burner phones after burner phones. Everybody just to text those.
You can secure it, but you can't secure rumors and innuendos.
Everybody should get their Obama phone.
Obama.
If we all get an Obama phone, those can't be hacked because Obama made them.
I like. Obama made them.
Yeah, that's why
with
they're
his
called
bare
Obama
hands.
Phones, right?
Did he use blood diamonds to make them?
I don't think he used blood diamonds. He used hope. Hope diamonds
and change.
Yeah,
hopey change.
Aw.
If he gets beat up for saying wait for the facts, I don't understand how you can then turn around and criticize Trump for it's just we need to be more consistent.
Van's advice is good to the party.
All right, so Dusty, we have a guy. He wants to come on and talk to you. He misses you. You guys have talked before, and he just
the G-Man.
It's G-Man?
It is G-Man.
I assume it is G-Man. Bring G-Man on. Like, at least G-Man's not a, like, flaming racist, and I don't feel bad. Being associated
really?
with him.
Okay, then this should be
As far as I know.
interesting. This should
Maybe
be.
he is. I don't know.
Let's see. Are you just trying to say black people can't be racist? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Power equals prejudice.
Power equals.
See, I go back and forth on this one myself because it's like on one hand, racism is like hating an entire race of people, just like sexism is like hating another gender, right? But at the same time, the other version or definition of racism is like hating the minority, right? And so we're
Black
not the
people can definitely be
minority,
racist. Like-
but at the same time, you know, like because that's I don't know, it's hard to really know which
like
one.
Ben, like last time I talked to you, Ben, in person, when I left the hotel after talking to you, a racist black guy came up to me and like almost I had to pull my knife on him.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
almost attacked me.
So you
I
pulled
could
your knife
definitely-
on a black guy and he's
my
racist.
neighborhood too right now. I'm the only white guy here. I can definitely assure you that black people can be racist.
Are you sure?
Hey, G-Man. G-Man, slavery in of itself, not a bad thing, right?
You guys get the same question every time I come on here. How y'all doing?
Doing good, man.
How's it going?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
What's your
I
hat
was told that
say?
you was going to be on this show, so I couldn't miss this opportunity.
Couldn't
What does your hat
There's no
say?
one else
Blame
to get
you.
a hold of you any other
Warrior
way.
for Christ.
I'm not that hard to get a hold of. I'm very, very interactive with my fan base. Like,
So
you go to
do you
Facebook,
think-
I talk to everybody on there. I talk to everybody on Twitter.
So G-Man,
Before I got banned.
So G-Man, you think he's
I'm not
ducking
necessarily
you?
a fan, though.
Do you think he's afraid?
I'm more of a rival.
You don't have to be a fan. I've never banned anybody. I've never blocked anybody. Not a fucking single person.
I
don't
do that all the time.
dodge
I think we both
criticism.
agree on one thing, that Matt Dillahunty's a moron. I think we both agree on that.
I actually love Matt Dillahunty now, so we're not agreeing on that
Oh
anymore.
my God,
I'm a big
Dusty.
Matt Dillahunty
What
fan
happened?
now.
You guys kiss and
I'm
make
back.
up.
I'm back. No, he doesn't like me. He still hates me, but I like him, and he doesn't have to like me. That's the cool part
So,
about it.
but
You know, I still
did his
support him
wife
regardless.
wanna? But did his wife wanna do you? Is the question,
Whoa.
Dusty? Because that's what Dusty used to go around and say all the time. He's like, I think Matt Dillahunty's wife wanted to fuck me.
I don't really want to bring that up anymore because I think that's petty, and I shouldn't have publicly said that. I think that was beneath me to say that, even though I was telling the truth about what I thought was going on. Some things should be kept to yourself, and I don't think that was appropriate for me to say publicly. And I'm embarrassed of saying that.
It's embarrassing.
Well, Matt
It's embarrassing
Dillahunty should have been
truth.
embarrassed when he came on this show and said that black people could be racist.
Beautiful bird.
Matt Dillahunty came on this show and said black people could be racist.
Well, yeah, obviously black people can be racist. Duh.
Could. They are. There's a lot of them that's racist. Haven't you heard of the Black Hebrew Israelites?
Yeah, I have some familiarity with them, and they're definitely racist.
So then you go with the
So when he said
definition.
that they could be racist, that wasn't necessarily accurate. There are some that clearly are racist.
So then you go with the definition that you can be racist because it's another race versus you have to be against the minority for it to be racist.
All right. Well, there's two different definitions of race. One is systemic racism, but that has its own definition. That's systemic racism.
Okay.
And then racism itself is more broader.
Right.
And generally, if you dislike somebody solely based on their race.
Okay.
And that would be the Hebrew Israelites.
There's plenty of them, not just them. There's lots of other people that are racist.
Nation of
too, against
Islam.
white folks.
So yeah, the Nation of Islam. Yeah, they're pretty racist too. So G-Man, what do you want to talk to Dusty about? Because I don't know. I think you have some unfinished business or something. That the last time.
Let's finish it.
The last time you
I don't
debated
think
him.
there's anything to talk to him on an intellectual level because he doesn't want to talk on an intellectual level. He just wants to talk he just wants to be goofy. So if he wants to be goofy, let's be goofy. He doesn't want to be
Let's be
serious.
goofy, dude. Out-goof me. Let's do it. Let's have a contest. Should be
Out-goof you?
goofier.
No, I don't have to out-goof you. I'm always goofy.
Oh.
I see you always using
Do it.
logic, though. I always see you do the logic symbol.
Fuck yes.
Logic. I think you need to use
You didn't
faith.
do it right, dude. Do it. Fuck yes.
Logic
I
versus
think what you need is
faith.
faith. You need faith.
Faith. Fuck
Faith
yes.
in Jesus
Doesn't work out
Christ.
right.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Dusty did have faith at one point. I think he was a Christian.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, I saw his
training to be a
video.
minister.
He said atheism helped him save his life and helped him lose weight because when he was a Christian, he ate too much food. I saw that video.
Yep.
Do you think I might have been a Christian?
I believe the Bible. I thought if you had faith as tiny as a mustard seed, that you can do all things through Christ. But that's bullshit. Obviously, doesn't work. You actually have to do it yourself. You can't just have faith. You actually have to work and do it yourself, and it's you that's doing it. Nothing to do with faith or supernatural beings. That's all
That's
you.
an assertion. That's not
That's
not
an
you
assertion
actually
from the Bible.
It's an
Yeah.
assertion.
That's all the Bible is. A bunch of fucking assertions.
No. The Bible was making claims, and a lot of the things that are being claimed in there are true. It's just you have to accept it on faith, and not everybody's an epistivist.
Why would anybody?
They don't have faith about nothing, or they claim they don't have faith on anything.
Why would anybody accept anything on faith? Faith is the belief without evidence, and that's the number one way to make cons the beginning of mankind.
Aren't you sucking on an electronic cigarette?
Yeah, I am. I have faith.
Well, okay, you have faith right now, based on how many times it was tested, because you wasn't there when the testing was done, and based on the fact you see other people use it, that thing won't malfunction in your mouth.
That's not faith. That's probability. There's a big difference.
Yeah.
Faith
No,
without evidence. Probability is the probability is the examination of the evidence and belief in only what is more probably true based on the evidence. Two things are the exact opposite of each other.
Or not now.
I don't know who's doing the little commentary in the background, but your probability and Christian faith are very similar. Christian faith is not just making a claim. Christian faith is based on hearing the claim and then it being followed up with action. In other words, if I say I trust you, Dusty Smith, that you're going to go out there and do a good job with debating, I'm not actually going to try to help you. I'm actually going to sit back and watch you debate no matter how bad of a job you're doing. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to believe you're going to do a good job. That's me putting my faith into action. Another way I can put my faith into action is if I say I'm following after Jesus Christ and I say I believe on him and I'm not cussing and I'm not doing drugs and I'm not doing stuff like that because I'm obeying him. That's demonstrating that I have faith in him.
Bad words. So you're so bad.
Really quick, G-Man.
You're about that stupid, silly bullshit, dude. Goddamn.
Your analogy earlier, G-Man, was to the e-cig. That you compared the e-cig to faith. So you're saying faith is sucking the machine long enough that it gets you high?
It doesn't malfunction in your mouth.
No. What I'm saying is he doesn't know if that thing's gonna malfunction in his mouth. He has faith.
I think he knows it's going to get him high, right? It's going to give him a buzz. I think that's what he knows based on scientific proof.
Well, that's why he's smoking it, but he doesn't know if it's going to malfunction.
But
I don't know anything
risk,
for sure,
right?
but I have evidence from all the times before.
If you don't know nothing for sure, then that's
based
faith.
my probability on.
If you don't know nothing 100% for sure, then you have faith.
That's probability. That's not what faith is, dude. Faith is the belief without evidence. Probability is the examination of evidence that makes more probability true than not.
There's a difference between Christian faith and the atheist definition of faith. Atheist definition of faith is the claim without the proof. Christian faith is to hear the claim and it's backed by evidence.
Hey, G-Man, how many starving Christians are there?
And unless they're fasting or being tortured, 0.
All Christians are fat, healthy.
So why
and starving kids deserve it.
You see how consistent I am?
Why do
very consistent.
Why do Christians get everything they want to eat unless they're being tortured? Like why doesn't God just give them food while they're being tortured too?
Well, here's the thing. You guys are the ones making the claim that they're starving Christians. Show me one of them. I've been saying that since day one.
I'm always starving.
Christian.
My favorite Christian.
Where are they? Anybody can say they're a Christian.
G-Man's got a point.
So show me a starving Christian.
We're all
Scotsmen for the win.
We're all fat atheists around here.
The Scotsman fallacy doesn't work with Christianity. Sorry.
Poster right here.
How does it not work for Christianity?
Because
he says it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not that. In order for him to claim I misspoke. In order for him to claim the no true Scotsman fallacy, he has to first prove that both sides are Christians.
Do you like titties, G-Man?
In order for you to sit there and say, well, a true Christian really wouldn't do this, you got to first prove that both of them are Christians. And if you really were in a Pentecostal church, they at least taught you what a Christian is, didn't they?
I'm an atheist, and I could be guilty of violating the no true Scotsman fallacy too. You have to be a Christian to violate that.
Is the Pope a Christian?
I mean, technically, yeah. Obviously,
shit in the woods?
He doesn't believe Catholics are Christian.
Okay. So you don't. So you went to a Pentecostal church believing that the Pope was a Christian. No wonder you're an atheist. They never educated you.
I went to the Pentecostal church believing a lot of bullshit I don't believe now. You know,
no wonder you're an atheist. You haven't been indoctrinated.
About the Bible. That's why you need to spend some time with me so I can educate you about Jesus, the Bible, God. Because you don't know nothing about the scriptures. Nothing.
I've read the Bible 11 times, I think. I was in training to be
11 times and you don't know the Pope is not a believer? The man's an idolater. He believes he's the Holy Spirit. He believes he's Jesus. He got Jesus' power here on earth. The man is an idolater. His office is going to be the future office of the false prophet. So before you sit there and try to say he's a Christian, back it up with something.
Back that ass up, Dusty.
Bring on the Antichrist. Bring on the Antichrist, please.
No, you don't want the Antichrist.
I do. Love him. I'll suck his dick.
The one thing you're not going to be able to do when he claims he's God is to...
Every day. In Antichrist. I'll bend over. He can take my booty hole every day. Antichrist, please come on.
G-Man,
As long as you usher
You ain't got a problem with hell then.
All right, I'm coming over.
That's where all the coolest people are going to be. I'm going to love hell, man. It's going to be a party every fucking
G-Man.
night.
I mean, at least you got your suntan lotion. You're ready.
I think the Antichrist is going to be a
At least you got your suntan lotion and you're ready to go there because you're going to be going there.
I got my air conditioner ready. It's going to be a fucking party.
Ain't going to be no air conditioner. It's going to be torment day and night forever and ever and ever.
So G-Man, why?
I know they figured out air conditioner already.
G-Man, why did you tell everyone that that atheists got you fired from your job? But
they did.
No, you still work there. You still work there.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
How
because you still make videos from the same place.
No, I don't.
How can
I don't?
Yes, you
atheists get you fired?
No, I don't.
Okay,
No, I don't.
how did they find
We're not in
out?
a group, I don't.
How did okay, fine. I'll give you that. Whatever. I could have sworn that
and by the way, did Garrett Ridgway call you up and say, "Hey, here's some information on G-Man"?
No,
Use
I
it
don't
on
even
next
know.
time he comes on the Drunken Peasants.
I don't even know who that is.
I wouldn't listen to Ridgway if I were you because we know that he's this guy by the name of Drag.
I don't even know.
going to jail. So I wouldn't listen to him if I were you.
I don't even.
Ridgway, the Boston Strangler or something.
Yes, atheist pretending he's a Boston Strangler. Then the guy called my job and got me fired.
It's the Green River Killer from Washington State.
Hold on. Claiming he was a moral person. It was
hold on.
No, go back.
Hold on. I have a question. How did they find out where you worked anyway?
Well, my dumb behind was at my job one day and I made a video and I walked outside my job. And then secondly, if you make a video from your phone, and I recently found this out.
Well,
you have to cut off your location on your phone if you don't want nobody to know where you're making
True,
the video.
but I'm getting back to the first one. You shouldn't have made videos from your job.
No. Let's keep something 100% real here for a minute. We can be serious just for 1 minute. I can make a video anywhere I want. And I want to make sure I clarify this on your show. If an atheist doesn't believe that I have the right to make a video from my job to express my views and my opinions,
that's why you got fired, though.
That person believes in censorship. That person is inviting people to violate.
Okay, but what did you do that got you fired? What did you do that somebody said something to your boss and got you fired? What was it?
Oh, you want to know what I did?
Yeah.
It's okay. You gonna love this. There's this Christian. She recently passed away. Her name was Jade.
Okay.
And she was she was a non-practicing homosexual.
Okay.
And she was a
Roman
Catholic.
What does that mean? Wait.
I think non-practicing means you've gotten so good at being homosexual that you just do it. You don't have to practice
I did a
anymore.
video about her, and they all got mad at me and decided to get me fired.
Wait. Okay.
That's basically what happened.
Oh God.
And then I also heard that you doxed people, G-Man. Is that true?
Oh yeah, I did. You know how many times they doxed me before I did it finally? They did.
Hold on, though.
As a matter of fact,
hold on. Is that wait? No. Okay, so just
let me finish.
This is very important. This is very important.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So they did something bad to you. So you went and did the same thing that was equally bad back to them, right?
Very Christian.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
No, that's not what happened.
No, Christian, isn't it eye for an eye?
On his YouTube channel.
No, it's turn the other cheek.
The guy who did it on his... Wait a minute. Just let me tell my side of the story.
Yeah, go ahead.
The guy who did it on his YouTube channel, I told him in his live chat to stop. He kept using my real name, talking about my personal information. I told him to stop doing it. He told me to go suck a you-know-what. Then I told him again.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Suck a what?
Wait a minute. Then he blocked my account, so I used another account and said, if you do it one more time, I'm gonna make you regret it. Then he kept doing it and doing it.
Why didn't you turn the other cheek and forgive him?
So I went to my YouTube channel and I went on there because these guys told me where they lived. They told me their names. They told me everything. And I went on there and basically gave him a taste of his own medicine. And I've been enduring this for 2 years now. It's not like this happened one time.
Why did you forgive him?
Turn the other cheek?
What happened?
Why didn't you turn the other cheek and forgive him?
I did turn the other cheek.
You didn't.
I did it over and over and over. And then I got into the flesh.
And then you didn't, right? And then you didn't turn the other cheek and show him the love of Christ.
He turned the other cheek. He was like, kiss my ass.
Let me ask you something. What do you call an atheist who dot dropped somebody?
An atheist?
Don't try to sit there and make it about Christians. It was an atheist that dot dropped me.
It's a troll.
How do you feel about that?
But then you did it to them.
Look, I don't have...
No. They kept saying my real name. They kept talking about where I lived and everything.
I get it. I just want to go back to the non-practicing homosexual part and the video that you made that got you fired? Because that's the information that I haven't figured out yet. You said, okay, you made a video about a girl, Jade, was it? A woman?
Yeah, her name is Jade.
Who is a quote-unquote non-practicing homosexual. What does that mean? Does that mean she went to a conversion camp? Or, like, what does that mean?
No. Here's the thing. She claimed... Here's the thing. She was claiming that she was celibate, but she only dated women. Now, they're going to make a video later on claiming that she never said that, but if you go watch a show called the Non Sequitur Show or the Geek Room, you'll hear her say that she's actually a homosexual. She admits it.
Okay.
But she's a non-practicing one.
Okay, so she's
So
celibate.
I know what the Bible says about this topic. I got on her about it. They didn't like it. So they all jumped on me about it. And I find it ironic that all these atheists were defending this Roman Catholic.
But what did you say?
Are you aware what the Roman Catholic Church did to people?
But what did you say about her? Because I doubt that it's like atheists specifically going after
going to hell
Catholics.
if she don't repent. That's all I said. But remember, hell don't exist to you guys. So why get mad?
Okay.
Because that's a fucked up thing to say to somebody.
Threatened her with
That's homophobic as fuck.
No, I told her she's gonna go to hell if she
That's
doesn't
homophobic as fuck.
How is somebody gonna be tortured in a fictional place, Dusty?
Here's the thing, though, G-Man.
It doesn't matter if it's fictional. It's not a matter of whether it's fictional or not. You are homophobic.
Hell exists.
Hey,
No. This is why hell doesn't have to exist, G-Man.
Hold on. We need G-Man to answer how he got fired. Let's tell us the entire story. Tell us.
Oh, that's right. So that guy by the name of Ridgway, who happens to be the Dragoons, the Dragoons and whatnot. What happened was they was ordering food at the job. Food I didn't order. They were ordering construction material and all this other stuff. And it was costing my boss a lot of money because we couldn't get the service calls because they kept calling the job over and over and over again. They called in when he was there, he wasn't there.
So just so I got this straight, someone who has controversial views on the internet who worked at this place let trolls on the internet know where he worked, and they were costing the boss of this place money.
No. Are you trying to say that's justification for them doing
what happened. Here's what happened. He said something.
Hold on.
No, I want him to answer the question. Because this is your morality.
Hold on.
You messed up with me. You're done. Go ahead.
Shut up. What I'm saying is that was justification for you getting fired because you brought a bunch of drama from the internet to his business.
No.
You know what? He's right, Dusty. Let's give him a round of applause. He's right.
Thank you.
When those guys told me their real name and they told me where they lived and they told me all the information about them, that was their fault.
Eye for an eye. Exactly. Eye for an eye.
That's not Christian.
No, it's in the Bible.
The problem with atheists on here, you guys think that because we're Christians, we're supposed to be doormats, and you guys just gonna try to just walk all over us.
All right, now hold on a damn second. Hold on a damn second.
The Bible teaches us that everybody is sinners. Okay, we have all fallen short of the mark. That's why we need a savior. None of us claim to be perfect. None of us.
Some people fucking are. Have you seen Billy?
You try to take advantage of it and including our personal lives. But ain't nobody getting that with me no more if I know something about them.
Here's the fucking thing. Couple things. Let's get one thing damn straight. I identify as a Christian, so don't fucking talk about me like I'm an atheist.
You're not no Christian.
What?
Not talking like that, you're not.
Why? Because she look hungry?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I apologize. You are a Christian. You're a backsliding Christian.
Backslit? Her backslit? What's her backslit got to do with it?
You didn't get let go because you made a video and some atheist just went after you. You got fired.
Now you gonna tell me why I got fired? Oh, this
you got fired because you said something homophobic and hateful. And people don't want to employ somebody.
The Bible tells me that if you get in the Old Testament, that if you commit these acts, you're going to be stoned to death.
The Old Testament? Isn't there slavery in the Old Testament?
He likes slavery.
Oh, I forgot.
Explain to me why the hell it is that Jesus...
They get on here and say, you're homophobic.
Just because you're louder doesn't mean you're right.
Oh, you haven't met G-Man before.
Just because you're louder doesn't mean you're right.
You need to smoke some weed. Like, seriously, you need to smoke some weed and fucking chill,
That's what they meant by stoned to death.
What's wrong with you?
I need to eat my chicken.
Eat your chicken. Here, I'm sorry. Look. If a white guy went on and made a video saying he hopes that somebody that was black would do this or that or the other, said something hateful about a black man and got fired for it, Is that not the same thing? Or if somebody came on and said something transphobic?
There were trolls involved.
There are just things that...
I think I'm going to get fired for watching G-Man eat this chicken. I'm now going to get fired because G-Man has to eat his chicken out of a slop trough. Is that even a bowl? What is in that bowl?
Oh, my God.
What is in that bowl, G-Man?
Rice and chicken. You want to see? Look, see?
Okay.
Oh my gosh!
It was that chicken from the corner store.
Is that rapper I'm talking about when I'm eating?
Yeah,
you got a rap video. You eating a donut this big and whatnot? Are you serious? Come
It's
on,
gigantic. It's gigantic. No, your dinner looks delicious, G-Man. Just that chicken. It was kind of out of nowhere. It took me by surprise.
No, he came in here. He told me I'm not a Christian. Then he said I was an idiot.
He does that to everybody.
Going to hell, and then instead of debating me and talking to me, he just pulled out a chicken.
Are you serious?
Well, no, I'm serious.
Fall short, right?
Yeah.
So,
no, I grew up going to. I went to Catholic school.
By the way, ma'am, I apologize. What's your name?
My name's Madison.
Okay, G-Man.
Madison. Are you a drunken peasant now, officially?
I would love to be. I would be here.
But G-Man, can a woman be a Christian if she takes nude photos?
I don't take nude photos.
Okay, almost.
I take lewd.
Lewd photos,
not nudes. They're lewds.
So here's the thing.
I'm just asking G-Man by his crazy warped.
And I think you and I are going to disagree obviously heavily about a lot of things when it comes to Christianity and how you practice being a Christian. For me, I think it's I do believe God is out there. I have attended church. I grew up going to church, actually. I went to Catholic school for a year.
Catholics aren't Christian, according to
No, but I did. I went to Catholic school and then I grew up going to Christian.
Based on what evidence do you believe this?
It ain't based on evidence. It's based on faith.
You're right.
It's based on faith.
Look, here's what.
No. It's based on faith.
It's based on faith.
No. Dusty, listen to me.
It's
the problem with the Pentecostal church is y'all don't get educated about nothing.
It's a
the
faith
bottom line
thing
is,
for sure.
Hold on a minute. To defend her real quick.
Well, I
if
could
she is
defend
who she
myself,
says she is.
You just said
the
you wasn't
bottom line
Christian.
is that we don't base our relationship with Jesus Christ based on evidence. Especially not the way
there is some scientific evidence.
But if I ask you to define what I mean by faith, this is what you're going to say. Oh, it's about a bunch of claims with no proof. That's a lie from the pit of hell, Dusty, and you know it.
No, that's exactly right. What is your proof?
But Dusty, consider the fact that
proof, please.
Give me any claim you want in the Bible, and I'll explain it to you. You can even pick God creating everything over your fairy tale of evolution. Anything you want.
A donkey talks.
I had a question posed at myself.
That's not proof, though.
Can I answer it yet?
Why would it be? No, I'm talking about from a logical perspective. If God is all powerful, why is it too difficult for him to make a donkey talk?
That is a claim that God is all powerful. You're not providing proof or evidence of this. You're making a claim.
Just to show you how you sound, Dusty. You know what? I'm going to do this to you just to show you how it feels, okay?
Can I answer my question yet?
You claim to be an atheist, right? And I believe you're militant in your atheism, right?
No,
I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
No.
I'm so militant.
Pardon?
You're a militant atheist, right?
I make YouTube videos. I'm incredibly militant.
How many gods do you believe in?
I don't believe in any gods. I don't have any.
Based on what? Based on what?
Based on. What do you mean? I don't have any evidence. So I don't believe.
G-Man.
None.
Take a breath. Take a breath.
By the way, I posted a poll in the description.
That I don't have any evidence.
Based on what, Dusty?
It's not a matter of evidence. It's not a matter of evidence. Look, okay. I just wanted to say what I was trying to say, G-Man. I know you try to defend me. I know you were trying to. I get it.
About 3 minutes to do this kind of thing.
I agree. Thank you for trying to look.
No. I just want to answer the question though.
It's not a matter of faith.
Answer the question, Dusty.
Or it is a matter of faith. It's not a matter of fact.
What is it based on?
It is based on faith, right? Okay, so here's the thing. I've been through.
He has a faith that there's no God. That's what it is.
But I've been through.
You have no evidence that there's no God.
I've been through a slew of shit.
God.
Have you been on this planet? Yes or no?
My faith.
Have you been on this planet? Yes or no?
Well, give me a damn second. Holy shit!
It's never gonna happen.
Look, here's the thing. For the 50th time, it is a matter of faith, right? I've been through a whole slew of shit, and there's been a lot of different times in my life that I was like, "There's no fucking way that this is a real thing, that this exists. There's no fucking way." I grew up in churches, and there were so many days, let me tell you, I went to church and I thought, this is fucking stupid. Why? This is so fucking stupid. But when I stopped going to church,
so much?
because I have a potty mouth.
Because we're adults.
When I stopped,
it's funny how you guys get on me. What she's doing.
If you're disgusting,
you guys ignore her. But you're asking me about
G-Man. If you're disgusted by the things coming out of her mouth, you should see what goes into it.
That go into my mouth. No, okay, so thank you. But when I left church and I went home, you know, and I thought about what is my relationship with God? What is my relationship with my God? You know, whatever. And I took that into my own hands. I stopped going to church, right? I haven't been to a church in a long time. But I took my relationship with God into my own hands and decided what I wanted it to be and how I wanted to be a Christian, what made me feel like I was. And for me, it was about, do I behave as a good person because I think there's a reward system? No, I don't be a good person because I think I'm going to heaven. However, I think it's really important for people as a whole, whether it's real, whether it's fake, whether there's proof, whether there's no proof, it is so good for us to have something to believe in.
Which is
whether it's yourself, whether it's yourself,
are you a Christian
whether
or are you a
it's
theist?
I don't know.
She believes in me like you believe in God.
Believing in a God doesn't make you a Christian. There's a lot of other religions out there where they believe in a God. Are you a theist or you're a Christian?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I really that's my genuine. I don't know, but I do say that I identify as a. I've gone to Christian church. I've studied not a lot, but I have studied the Bible. I've got like 4 different Bibles at home.
Study
just
more.
Shut up.
Watch my videos.
But
I'll
that's
you, believe me.
I really think what's so important is for people to have something to believe in, and if that's
you can believe in something without religion, though. Religion has nothing to do with something to believe in. I believe in
I'm not saying
yourself, Dusty.
I'm not saying you have to be. Dusty, I'm not saying you have to be Christian or you have to believe in God.
Yeah, you can also be Muslim.
You could also be like Billy and just believe in your damn self. That's fine. But I think a lot of people need something to believe in.
G-Man.
I agree with you, Madam.
Madison.
Maiden, I forget your name.
Madame Cambria.
But that's why. That's why people
Atheism is not a religion, G-Man.
I mean,
believe it or not.
Yes, it is. And if I ever get the opportunity to properly debate it with one of you, I'll prove it.
Atheism is not a religion.
Believe it or not.
Yes, it is.
And I don't want to get.
So is evolution. It's a bigger religion than atheism.
Evolution is a religion.
Yeah.
Nothing scientific about it, Dusty, and I can educate you on that one.
And I don't want to get too personal. But
logic.
But I have
logic.
You can't even do it right, dude. Come on.
Okay, logic. Logic.
Faith.
Black.
But I don't.
You can do gang signs better.
Gotta have faith.
I don't want to get too personal, but my reason for going back to Christian, I just keep talking.
I wouldn't try to talk with these guys.
Let's do that shit, man. I will bury you. I'll fucking bury you.
Yeah, I get it.
No fucking doubt. Let's do it. Seriously. You better look that shit up.
Rap me though. You won't now rap me.
I don't rap, so.
And your winner
to a rap battle.
and still Drunken Peasants Faith Champion G-Man wins!
You're going to fuck me out before I can actually get him, because I saw a video.
Hold on. Let's slow down a second. So G-Man, how is evolution a religion when it's actually used practically in science all the time? I mean,
well, you're right. It is practiced and used in pseudoscience all the time. You're right about that, especially with that claim that you guys are related to lettuce. You know, I'm still trying to figure out how that happened.
Okay, well, that's ridiculous. Like, but anyway, G-Man, they use it. They use it even when they make vaccines and things like that.
Oh, really? Can you explain how that happens?
Well, like the influenza virus, it changes. It actually evolves. So every year they have to come up with a new influenza vaccine in order to stay on top of it.
Benpai's laughter is like medicine.
Well, thank you.
Great. So what does the virus turn into? Another virus?
Okay,
it turns into a human being.
Into another virus, that would fit more or less with microevolution, but not with macro. See, the virus had to turn into something that's no longer a virus no more. How about we try that again?
But hold on. So
Ken Hovind, you're awesome, dude.
Well, hold on.
I know you're doing Ken Hovind right now.
Hold on though.
Quote Ken Hovind myself.
Parasitism in a minute.
See, this is how it's hard to keep him on topic because he does this shit.
Ben, how does a tadpole...
shut up!
He would be a great politician.
Dude, I'm gonna throw this
how
shit at you.
does a tadpole turn into an SJW cup?
This is chaos.
Yeah, G-Man, if you make a bunch of small changes, eventually you're going to have big changes.
Jesus.
You're right about that.
Yeah.
The virus, a bigger virus. That's not evolution, my friend. That's not macroevolution. That's microevolution.
But if you change something enough, even if it's small changes, but if it's enough small changes, eventually something is going to be changed to the point where it is something different than what it was before.
Okay, cool. So tell me how a cat becomes a non-cat then. Because in order for the changes to happen, the cat can no longer be a cat no more.
I can tell you.
Don't use taxonomy on me, because that's not going to
No, I have an answer.
That's not going to work.
Let me just tell
A
you.
cat becomes a non-cat.
Okay.
Madison has a scientific answer.
I have like a guess. No, okay. So let's say cat and a raccoon have sex, right?
Okay.
You got a baby.
This is how evolution works.
I don't
Cat,
think that
raccoon,
works. I don't
right?
think it works that way.
But then that raccoon has sex with something else.
Yeah, this is evolution.
And then what? At some point, you know, cat DNA. I don't know.
That's not how this works.
I think we need to go fuck some cats tonight.
But you asked how does a cat become something
I apologize,
non-cat?
Dusty. I'm being quiet.
A cat becomes something non-cat
When it's not.
because
I don't know.
A catcoon.
Okay.
That was a dumb guess, but I like
We're just
saying
out here
it.
making catcoons, dude.
Talking about.
We're fucking raccoons and we're fucking
I just
cats.
wanted
We
to
don't
talk
care.
about cats and raccoons having sex, and I just used that as an opportunity. I'm sorry.
So,
Maddie's a furry as
so
well.
if you take one kind of cat
Maybe I'll get booked more.
from one area and then you take it out of its normal environment, over time it will change and adapt to that environment. And over time, when you get enough small changes to one thing, you can't change something a bunch of times and expect it to be the same thing after so many changes.
Well, yeah, isn't that why we have so many different strains of weed? Or is that what he's
No,
talking
that's
about?
made,
Because then it's still weed, even though it's different.
No. That's totally different. And most of those strains of those are strains. That's not really changing the actual plant itself.
Is it not changed though when you figure out how to make a certain type of poppy turn into another color of poppy that didn't exist before? Isn't that
that's
is that the
artificial
same?
selection.
That's GMO, right? Genetically modified.
Man, you guys.
I don't know, man.
What? When you mix strains, you're genetically modifying the strains, right?
Yeah, right? No, it's no. I think
Isn't
he's
that how
right. No, it
broccoli
is
was made?
Me
selection.
and Dusty are gonna have to go to war another day.
Selective
I guess. I don't
breeding.
know.
Is this how Hitler made the super mensch?
But does that make sense
The
if the
Ubermensch.
color didn't ever exist before, though?
I'm
Is
moving
it then
on.
selective breeding?
You
So
Dusty,
Joe
I'm jealous of
Biden.
you, though, Dusty.
So Joe
You know
Biden.
why? You know why I'm jealous of you?
Lots of reasons, but go ahead.
No, there's only one reason. Only one. You know what it is? You got to debate Matt Dillahunty.
No.
Matt Dillahunty is scared to death of me.
I did
That
not
man
get
don't
to
even want to
debate
be
Matt
in a room
Dillahunty.
with me.
Does G-Man
Matt Dillahunty
think you're
refuses to debate me.
I
What
thought-
are you talking about?
Does G-Man think you're somebody
I
else?
thought you're
Dusty?
Christian. What are you gonna do to him?
And he was on the Drunken Peasants, and he refused to come on if I was allowed.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true.
why you didn't debate him. So we both got
No.
that in common. Then I'm not jealous of you. Then we
You
got
guys
that in
are
common. He's
brothers
scared of both
in
of us.
Christ. That's what you are.
I'm what?
You're brothers in Christ. You and Dusty.
Brothers in Christ. You and me. Yes, man.
Yeah, that's funny.
We should butt fuck on the
Me and
regular.
Dusty got one thing in common. Matt Dillahunty fears us. So.
I'll let you top.
Yeah,
I don't think Matt
wow.
Dillahunty fears me. I just think that he didn't want to be involved in my bullshit because I was being ridiculous.
No. How about this? How about you stop? How about you get your lips off his behind and actually be
That's what I feel.
I know you
I
think
was
he does a
being
good job on
overly
that
dramatic
show.
and ridiculous. That's what
I
I
know.
was doing.
I know you
I was
think
being
he
a
does a
drama
good job
queen.
on that show, hanging up on people when he gets in trouble. But the bottom line is, he is not that good. That guy is. If it wasn't for the show and the format, that guy would have been exposed a long.
Not even the show that I liked. It was his debate performance against Jordan Peterson that I thought was brilliant. He fucking destroyed Jordan Peterson. And I loved it.
Wouldn't you like to
Really
see me get
respectfully.
destroyed?
Hey Ben, what's the
I'm
next
not really sure
topic?
you're worthy of being destroyed. All you're gonna do is yell.
No. I embarrassed him on his own show. I refuted
Hold
him.
on.
He never refuted me once on the
I'm sure
second
you did,
call.
dude. I'm sure
If you
he
don't
was
believe
so
me, go look
embarrassed
at
by you.
Go look at the next. And then the last time I called, I convinced them that they was an atheist. They thought I was trolling. I literally showed them that they were not atheists.
I think we're gonna G-Man. I think I'm gonna cut you loose, dude. I really appreciate you coming on. There's a poll down below. Who do you think won, G-Man or everyone else?
They're gonna say Dusty won. Yeah. Congratulations, Dusty.
I think
I'm not liked on this show, dude.
That's really
the results are coming in.
not confident. in
G-Man
yourself.
wins again.
No,
G-Man
that's
wins.
a joke. They always say that mess, man.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
Dusty, you won. Don't worry about it. Yes.
Thanks
Love
for
you, dude.
coming on, G-Man.
Have a good one, G-Man.
We'll
Nice
have you
to
on
meet
again
you.
soon.
God bless you.
All right.
God
All
bless.
right.
God
And then I
bless,
gotta
G-Man.
fix Dusty's window.
God bless
Wow.
G-Man.
Oh my God! I feel like I just ran a marathon.
The G-Man
on.
I would have loved to be able to respond to some of that. That'd been nice, but I
I'm
couldn't,
tired
so.
now.
That's how he. That's
Need
how
a
he
cigarette.
wins.
A cigarette.
Cigarette.
Spent.
All right, here we go.
Uh-oh. The crazy people segment is upon us. I'm glad we
G-Man was in that right there. They showed him for a second.
I'm glad we got that perfectly sane conversation about
I'm glad
religion out of
That's
the way.
how we make progress.
Yeah.
I want to clarify that was an after-sex cigarette joke. I don't smoke. Everyone's
Do you
asking
not
me
smoke?
if I don't smoke cigarettes.
But you fuck.
I fuck all the time. No.
So you don't smoke after sex?
No, I don't. I don't.
You'd be addicted to cigarettes.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, I only smoke after sex, so I'm down to like 2 packs a day.
I don't smoke. Oh my God.
Now,
No, I don't smoke
speaking
at
of
all.
liberals that believe in that belong in mental institutions, here we have Elizabeth Warren.
This guy is like he's like bearded Caden.
I know. I
Cowger.
was gonna say.
I love him already.
Yep.
Who spoke yesterday at Georgetown University, and she was talking about
I think his mom tied his tie.
regulations and, more importantly, the importance of government.
Important.
You know, there's a lot of leftists I can't stand, folks, but Elizabeth Warren,
Folks.
I think she takes the cake.
He wants to be like Rush Limbaugh or something.
I say folks.
This is Hush
I say
Limbaugh.
folks all the time.
Folks.
Folks.
Well, you think cats and raccoons fuck, so there you go.
I just was saying that's how you get a non-cat. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you heard of a liger?
that's not
Well, I
how
guess
you
that's
get-
still a cat then. God,
That's not how that works at all.
It's when a lion and a
I don't
tiger
know,
make
I
a
was
baby, you
just
get a
trying to
cat
make-
coon.
I was trying to make a. I don't know. It was a dumb guess. I'm sorry.
Really do. She is. I mean, she's right below Hillary Clinton for me.
Right below Hillary Clinton.
I can't stand this woman. I cannot stand this woman.
I cannot.
Here she is.
This guy's
at
opinion
Georgetown.
matters.
He almost seems like a parody.
He
like,
does.
I mean, like he's that ridiculous.
Listen,
where I
cut
think
one.
Like the Patriot News Radio.
I think this is Colonel Sanders' grandson.
He's a weird neckbeardy motherfucker with a "Don't Tread on Me" flag. He thinks he's a patriot.
Back in 2016,
He didn't bother
candidate
ironing
Trump
before he
made
put it up.
big promises to drain the swamp.
All right,
Promises.
can I ask you a question?
Can I ask you? See, even his voice makes
His
me think.
voice just grates on my
Yeah.
fucking soul.
Can I ask you a question? Why am I a virgin? That was for you, Ben. Can you answer?
Why does she always sound like,
I don't know
when
why.
she gives these speeches and so forth, why does she always sound
Oh, no.
like she's reading a picture book in front of a class of first graders?
I don't think he's in a position
Can
to
someone
talk
answer
about
that
how people
question for me?
sound.
It's
No.
so weird. Back in
so
2016, then candidate Trump. It's just
God
her,
damn it,
you know, these.
Madison, now I want a cigarette. I just quit so I could give DP more money. Now I have to start again.
Nope. You gotta stop fucking. No cigarettes for you, dude.
Upward inflections and so forth.
Upward
It's weird. It's really
It's weird. Is he fucking
Back in
trolling?
2016,
Is this troll or not a
candidate-
troll?
No.
This is real.
His
Yeah.
vocal inflections is weird.
Yeah.
Trump made big
It's insane.
promises.
Made big promises. I mean, can't you hear someone like reading to a bunch of first or second graders in that voice? He made big promises, kids.
I can see somebody reading second graders in this voice.
Yeah.
All through my nose and nasally.
This guy looks like he plays a snowman in
You
a
sound
Disney
like
princess
Blippi.
movie.
What's up with his weird bookshelf too? It's the world's thinnest.
those are-
Three
bookshelf.
books in it.
Yeah, those are the only
well
books
read,
that,
I
that,
I have a
that
bookshelf like
align
that. It's
with
just
his.
a lot shorter.
It's where you keep your porn.
That's where I have that sign I told you about. The one. Yeah.
Promises to drain the swamp. Promises to fight for working people. Promises to ignore lobbyists. Promises to stand up to Wall Street. Well, it is clear now that those promises were just part of the scam. A scam that has paid off handsomely.
All right, no one was a bigger scam than Barack Obama. Barack Obama, who promised hope and change.
And look, after his 8 years, we got Donald Trump, and that's not hope or nor change. We had 8-year vacation with Obama, and it didn't stick. So now I'm very mad at Obama for having Trump. Obama did good stuff. I'm sorry. Maybe he didn't do everything you want him to fucking do, but I was very happy with what he did. And if you think differently, then I don't know. Show me what the fuck Trump's done. Like we're about to pop this bubble and see how much trouble we're really in. Like at the end of Bush with the fucking housing bubble. Like, we were trying to pick up these other fucking people's messes.
Well, Obama's the scam. He tried to convince people his mother was white.
Obama's the
White
biggest
House.
scammer, is what he said.
Yeah.
That's because Obama happened to be the president when he was born. I don't know.
Being born in Kenya, he should have never even been in charge of our country.
Actually delivered a lack of hope and bad change.
Oh,
Barack
got
Obama
him.
was a scam.
Barack
Just like
Obama was a
the
scam.
Party, Elizabeth Warren is a
Gotcha.
scam.
Lack of hope and no
Talking about how you
change.
stand up for rights. You stand up for the middle class. You do no such thing. You're a scam.
You're a
for Wall
scam.
Street, paid off handsomely for every corporation that can hire an army of lobbyists or drop big money at a nearby Trump hotel.
Already with the class warfare crap.
Oh, God forbid. God forbid we point out the wealth inequality. Class warfare. But when they're fucking sucking our country dry, then it's not class warfare then. It's just fine. It's just capitalism. We're the evil ones for pointing it out.
Can't help themselves. They cannot help themselves.
That's why we're asking for more help
Elizabeth
monetarily.
Warren, Bernie Sanders is another one constantly talking about the corporations, and you got the billionaires, and you got the 1%. It really gets tiring. They absolutely despise these people for nothing. For nothing.
No reason at all.
Yeah.
There's no reason we despise the fact that 1% of the population has over 60% of the money.
It's more than 60%, isn't
That is
it?
their God-given right. to
You
have
just
money.
hate job creators, okay?
Why do you hate the rich? I'll tell you why, folks. It's because they're jealous.
They're
why.
jealous.
Keep
It's not
listening.
because they're poor and
Pay off-
hungry and having the foot of the rich stepped on their throat all day, peeling every little dollar they've saved, taking away every comfort they've had built up over the last century for a middle class and destroying it. That's not why they're angry. They're angry because they have to wait for the iPhone when the rich have the fucking 9 phone, the P phone. I don't know what the fucking rich have.
The
but
9 phone?
We can't get this shit the rich have, dude. They got the fucking 9 phone. I want the 9 phone, Ben. I'm
Handsome
jealous.
For every billionaire or corporate executive who has pocketed part of the $1.5 trillion
I mean, you could hear the hate, can't you?
tax giveaway.
In your
Paid
voice, yeah,
off
motherfucker.
big time.
You can hear the hate, right?
But for
Can you hear the hate in this vapid cunt's voice?
Still
This
has
stupid fucking woman's voice.
Actually,
Can you
it
hear the
has.
hate in her fucking meat flap pussy voice?
Whoa.
I hate her.
Shut your mouth.
Meat flat pussy.
Ron,
I hate her
there's
almost as
been,
much as I hate Hillary.
Reports of companies like there's so many of them. Verizon, I believe AT&T. So many companies out there, lots of banks and so on and so forth that are now giving bonuses to their employees because of Donald Trump's policies, because of these
Minor
tax
bonuses.
cuts.
They're mostly doing stock buybacks because of his tax policies. So, yes, they're giving us crumbs while they take the whole cake, and we're supposed to be grateful.
Yeah, we're over
because
here
of bootlickers like you
fighting
nasally
over
fuck.
crumbs.
So don't tell me that it's not benefiting anybody. That families aren't feeling the positive effects of Trump's
They're
economy.
not.
Of course they are.
Wages
of
are
course they
stagnant.
are.
Wages are incredibly stagnant. Read a fucking book, dude. Read one of those 3 behind you, please.
I seem to remember that, after 8 years of Bush, the economy took a shit.
Well, the housing bubble collapsed.
And it was on a rise. It wasn't just that. It wasn't just the housing bubble.
A lot of it had to do with the housing bubble.
No, well, like the big crash happened in I think it was September of 2008, right before the election. Yeah, and housing was part of it, but it was just an overall. It was so bad it fucked up economies in other countries because of it. It devalued currency all over the world. But it's weird because we got to where we are now mostly through 8 years of Obama. So I don't know. Oh, look at Dusty's leaving.
That is a lie.
That chair,
just
though.
came out of your damn mouth.
And there's more payoff for big corporations as the Trump administration
yes.
rolls back worker protections. The agenda? Take away overtime from pay from millions
Give me
of
a break.
workers. Delay
Give me a
rules
break.
To limit
They're lucky
What
to
do you mean,
have
give
a
me a
job.
break? What do you mean, give me a break? They do try to take away overtime pay.
He's asking for a break when they're literally making people work more and skip their breaks.
So a 15-year-old got to put on his dad's suit and come out here and act like he knew exactly what he was talking
I grew
about.
a beard, and my father let me borrow his suit, so I'm a grown man now. Don't tread on my ideals.
That cause
My mom
lung
tied this tie.
And cancer. Stack the National Labor Relations Board with people who have spent their careers busting unions.
I'm just going to let her rant.
And how about the important
Because I have nothing to say to counter her points.
Protections
Oh,
that
yes,
protect
yes.
the health of our families. The one we put in place to make sure that we can drink the water and breathe the air. Well, President Trump started...
Yes, because without massive government regulations and mandates coming from unelected bureaucrats, we wouldn't have drinkable water and clean air.
Have you seen Flint?
Have you seen China?
Have you seen Puerto Rico? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We need some more of that clean water. I got some places we could start.
Is that the argument that you're really making, Elizabeth Warren? You see, what the liberals like her don't understand is that the American people are starting to see right through this bullcrap. Right through this bullcrap. We need a
This
massive
Patriot
government.
guy sounds like he aspires to be cucked by Mark Levin.
Oh yeah, Mark Levine. Yeah, Mark Levine is a conservative radio guy who has a voice like this, all high pitched.
So that we can have clean water and clean air. No, I don't think so.
By appointing Scott Pruitt to head the EPA, corruption oozes out of his office.
It's true though. If we allow companies to pollute as much as they can to save money, they'll do it.
Yeah.
So
They'll do whatever they can to
Yeah.
cut costs regardless. If
Yeah.
the FDA approves a filler,
But guys,
they'll fill their food with
earnings
it.
are up because of it.
Here's Mark Levine. Compare the voices.
Khashoggi in Istanbul, finding out who killed police officers when the murders have not been resolved, including
Mark
one in
Levine's less
Bardstown,
cartoony.
Kentucky.
Yeah,
From
he's less
wasting
cartoony.
hundreds of thousands of taxpayer dollars to cutting deals to make himself rich to doing the bidding of the highest paid lobbyists. Consider clean water. The Clean Water Rule is designed to protect drinking water, but industry opposes the rule because it means they can't dump toxic chemicals in the water or spread toxic waste.
He basically, while you were gone, he said it's ridiculous to suggest that if we don't heavily regulate these polluters, that they won't pollute. So you're on mute.
Your mic's muted.
You're on mute.
Your mic's muted, Dusty. But they were.
What were you saying?
They self-regulate. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that if you leave them their own devices, they'll do the right thing. Obviously,
they were still
They have
polluting.
all our best interests in heart.
They were still polluting before this because they would just pay the fines for doing it.
Yeah.
There was no real punishment before this. It's like, so what's the fucking point, right?
Exactly. If you make $1 million and then pay a $100,000 fine, that's what they do.
It's a net
They do whatever it
fucking
takes to make
positive.
as much money as they. And it's actually they legally have to. They legally have to make
They're
as much money as they
shareholders.
can possibly make. Yeah, for their shareholders, exactly. Regardless of what the detriment to society is. That's why the market does not self-regulate, and it's a fantasy to believe it does.
On ground where it might run into drinking water. And since industry doesn't like...
All right, the clean water rule, folks. Do you understand how intrusive this law was? I mean,
Intrusive?
it violated private property rights.
My
For
rights
God's
to
sake.
pour.
If you had a stream running through your backyard, or
You
a
can't
small
just
pond,
dump sludge in it. It's not
in
fair.
many
You'll be able to pollute it if you want to. It's your
Yeah,
property.
under
You
the
should be able to kill all the
control.
fish and everybody who lives downstream for it if you want to. It's private property.
Look, that runs through my property. I'm going to take a dump in it.
if it's a stream, then it runs through other property too.
I'm going to drop AIDS and fucking cum and barrels of sewage into this fucking river. It's my right. It's my God-given
my
right.
property, I should be able to murder you. It's my property. I
Of
should be able to kill you and
EPA.
eat your flesh.
of the government. So don't give me, the clean water rule. Don't tell me that, it was this perfect rule that those damn Republicans did away with. It was not. You see the lies. All right, here's cut.
He's all for the right to property until it's like they're running a pipeline through the Native American lands. And he's like,
Oh, just run the pipeline. Run the pipeline.
I'm sure he's fine with that.
yeah.
Yeah. I've been trying to get Caden Cowger to come on and argue with me.
He doesn't want to.
I know, he's such a fucking coward. It's
I don't know
hilarious.
why.
Because what he said, his main reason for opposing homosexuality is that he says you're more likely to get AIDS. And then I'm like, okay, well, does that mean you think lesbianism is the most pure form of sexuality, since they're at the lowest risk of getting HIV? But he never answers
They're
that.
also the most monogamous pairing. Lesbians are.
Really?
Yeah.
And the hottest. So.
Hey, yeah.
Not always.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you serious? You really want to watch porn without dicks in it? Fuck's wrong with you, Dusty?
That's true.
Go
I
to
need
a
big black
fucking
dicks, you're right.
go to a fucking Indigo Girls concert and tell me how many hot chicks you see there.
Look, if it wasn't for lesbians, nobody would find me attractive.
Ayo.
Yeah, that did have he was told that he was the hottest female MC.
Look, I think that's what she said, but she was a terribly attractive waitress, and I was so thrown off that I let myself down. I should have tried to see how far I could get, like see if I could scissor with her at least, because she was giving me all the signs. I should at least try to like go down on her, then afterwards slide in my peep and be like, oh, I identify as a fucking lesbian MC.
Oh my
Feminem.
god.
What? Is that wrong?
What?
She assumed my gender. If that's what it takes for me to smash, like, is that wrong?
Yeah. Once you pull out the dick.
How is that wrong? She didn't ask if I had a dick.
She assumed. Oh God.
Do you identify as transgender? Billy?
You know what I identify
No.
as?
Right.
I identify
So
as trans blender. I stick my dick in things that destroy it. I love you.
Trans blender.
Dude, now she goes into the importance of government, working with the people and all that.
Strong government rules.
Yes.
matter.
Strong government.
We must not accept a government that works only for the privileged few. Government remains the best tool we have.
His
to
head just drops. He's like, oh, I don't know what to say to that.
create a level playing
It's so
field.
reasonable.
So everyone, white, brown, black, young, old, everyone gets a turn. Government is the best tool we have to make sure that everyone, male, female, rich, poor, everyone who pitches in gets a shot at success.
Can I ask you a question? Why do we need the government for that?
Because
for that.
Because if you leave it up to capitalists, they will take away every opportunity that anybody below them has to succeed. Because they know there's no money in giving other people fucking opportunity. The entire way capitalism works is to create answers to problems, so people create problems to sell the answers to. It's the fucking business. It's supply and demand. It's the base fucking theory of capitalism. They create a demand, a fucking need, and they supply to it. That's why we need the government to come in and say, look, you can't create these fucking problems because you also sell the answers. And that's what they're fucking doing.
The government is just the people anyway. It's just us joining together to work in our own best interest as a collective group, and that's the way it should be. Other than that, outside of that, we get fed upon.
Yeah, and obviously it's corruptible.
Look,
but
I'm an SJW, all right? I just want a fucking vegan roast in every pot and a cuck in every garage.
Vegan roast is not keto.
A vegan roast in every pot and a cuck in every garage. Is that too much for me to ask?
It's not. That's not keto.
Just come over, Billy.
Come on over. I just want a big fucking buck there bawling my wife out in every garage. God damn it. What the fuck happened to America?
I'm going to play another video.
Okay.
Great.
People were talking about the California fires a few weeks ago. And me being a firefighter, these guys were, California's got probably some of the most experienced brush firefighters in the world. And these guys were saying that these fires were exploding and they couldn't control them.
God.
Wow. And for those guys to use that kind of language, they said they weren't even trying to stop it at the time. They were just trying to get people out of the way.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why that's happening, bro.
Oh, his reason is hilarious.
Oh boy.
I bet it's not global warming.
No.
And it's because, again, I encourage people, look up Dane Wigington and, go to his website. There's enough information and proof on there. He actually, one of his 46-minute videos, he verified 3 or 4 different things that the Lord had been showing me. But the reason these fires are so hot out there right now and so great right now when these things burn is because they're not fighting a Class A fire, which is wood and paper products. They're fighting a Class D fire, a metal fire. And why is that? Is because they're spraying the atmosphere with the chemtrails with aluminum oxide. Aluminum burns at 1,200 degrees.
I believe it. I'm with this guy.
Well, you are a Christian, so
Yeah.
No, but
that's kind of what you're willing to believe.
And she's talking about fucking raccoons and
fuck off. No, I think okay. I wouldn't say unnecessarily, but it's really interesting if you get into conspiracy theories. There is a full-on conspiracy theory that the government is spraying.
But they're not.
Shit in the air.
There's no evidence of that. It's just contrails.
But it's such a fun conspiracy
water vapor.
theory.
That's what happens.
All right, let's hear about the Shadow Man again.
Oh, come on. It's real, all right?
The Shadow Man's
I'm
It's a good thing you're pretty.
Oh.
The foliage is saturated with this.
You are what?
What?
I just want. We need to invest in these chemtrails.
Yeah,
I really
sure,
think there's some fucking metal
sure.
in this fire.
Yeah.
It's class
And when
D,
it
dude.
burns, you're not going to stop it. And this is the reason why. They've weaponized, again, the depopulation, trying to make people sick, and trying to kill people
This
off.
is a real
This
conspiracy
is their way
theory.
of retaliating.
It's
because
a-
of
yeah.
It's a real
This is
conspiracy theory.
legit.
That doesn't mean
Yeah.
it's real.
But it's
what conspiracy theories are.
really
They're bullshit people
interesting.
make up.
Do you really not think? Okay, honestly though, think about it in your heart of hearts. The things that the government is capable of. Do you really think that it is without a speck of doubt that this could not be true?
What's the
honestly,
point?
Evidence of it. So I don't believe in things without evidence because I'm a logical human being. You
And
can't
what's-
believe in things
and
that you
what's
have
the
evidence for
point?
If you have a logical mind, that's
But
just the
you
way it
don't think
works.
that that's
The
something
evidence
that's
has to come
possible for them
first.
to do?
The
You
evidence
don't think
comes
they're
before the
capable
belief.
of doing something like that? guys?
Why would they do
could be
it?
creating fairies,
Why not?
horsemen. Who knows? But there's no evidence of that.
But
so
no,
why believe
what he's
anything before there's
talking about
evidence
is
presented to it?
totally valid, though.
Well, it's also valid that
population control?
California's an area that's very dry, and trees burn without fucking Class D metal
Yeah,
fire.
the possibility.
Right. I'm not saying that the forest fires are a result of metal in the air. I am, however, saying that I don't think it's entirely insane impossible that chemtrails are a real thing.
Maddie, if I have to
Those
follow
are jet streams.
If I have to follow chemtrail belief to hang out with you, then I'm 100% for it.
Okay.
Guys, I agree with Maddie. I think it's the fucking government.
No,
and they're putting chemtrails
I
in
don't
our
blame
fucking
you.
coffee.
I'm actually starting to come around too. I actually believe it.
Oh
You
my
have any friends?
God.
Because I believe.
You
I
just
believe
want to
it's the
see my
government
boobs like
now.
Billy does, okay? I get it. No, I just don't think. Look, I'm not sitting here like the government is out to get us. The government is out to get us. But at the same time, I'm not an idiot. I think the government is more capable of things
Just
than we
because they're
want to give them
capable
credit
of it
for.
doesn't mean that they do it.
But that's
What's
what I'm
the
saying.
point?
You might not
Hold on,
think
hold
that
on,
they-
hold on, hold on.
But it's possible. It's within the realm of possibility.
Wait. What? Okay, even though it's possible, why does that mean that they're going to do it? And what's the point? Why?
Population control.
Why do they need to control the population?
Why wouldn't
Thus
they?
decreasing the
That's
surplus
not
population.
an answer. Hold on. Shut up.
How many
Shut up.
movies are there created right now that are about different dystopian versions of
I
the
don't
United
care.
States?
What does it have
where
to
they
do with
populate?
anything?
Because our food numbers are dwindling.
No,
our
it's
Earth
not.
is
Not
dying.
here. Not in the Western world. No.
Oxygen levels are
we do
decreasing.
not-
Our ozone
God.
layer is.
No.
Ben,
Oh, I'm sorry.
So,
you don't believe in
hold on.
global warming all of a sudden.
Okay, then
Yeah,
how
I
is
believe in
shooting
global
chemicals
warming,
into
but
the air going to
I don't
help
make
with
global
that?
warming 'cause there's
Oh
evidence
wait,
for it. It's
oh
not
wait,
even
there's
because
too
of the
many.
scientists.
Hold
There's
on.
evidence you believe in something, but now there's no evidence whatsoever. You shouldn't believe.
Wait, Dusty. Wait. So there's too many people causing global warming. So our solution to that is to shoot toxic chemicals into
I
the
don't
air.
know why we need
to poison
population
everybody.
control, but we need
Let's
it.
ruin the air to save the people from ruining the air.
the metal in
There's
the
some
air.
sound logic.
Okay, but what if it's all right, what if it's an experiment? What if they're not putting metal in
Thank
the
you.
air? What if
it's
they're
aliens? It
I
could be
believe in
aliens. You
aliens.
don't know.
Do you really honestly think that everything that exists in the whole universe that is alive is on our fucking planet? Are you kidding me? No.
Yeah, that sounds
I'm not-
stupid, Dusty.
I'm not saying. Well, obviously there's life out there, but it is there life capable of crossing through the vastness of space and
Probably
making
not.
it? Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard. Well,
I think
maybe
there
they just
probably
don't
is.
want to visit
Yeah.
us. Maybe
There's-
they're like, "Fuck you guys, you're insane."
Good
maybe
chance-
we're the worst ones out of all
Good
of the
chance-
planets with life on them. They
good-
just don't come here.
Good chances is that they don't even know we exist.
I
True.
think that
That's true.
we're not even human. We're a simulation, guys. Okay.
So anyway, back to the chemtrails thing.
I've done videos on this.
There's way more efficient ways the government could kill people if they wanted to, other than clearly visible jet streams in the sky. And there's no
isn't that
hold on. There's no good reason. There's no good reason for population control in the Western world. We're not limited on food. We're
Space.
I mean,
we're limited on space.
look at look at the center of the United States map and look at how much population is there in Nebraska, in
I live in
Oklahoma.
Mississippi. There's plenty of space.
You do not want to live in that area.
Come on.
They're not putting the chemtrails in Mississippi.
Let's start killing people. There's too many people in
There's
the good
so
areas.
many people in California.
Thank you.
So they're gonna kill.
They're killing all the people that live in the forest of California.
Look, I'm not saying that I think that this is 100% happening without a doubt, that there's no way this is not happening. I'm like, look, I just think it's within the realm of possibility. I don't think it's impossible. You guys are saying, no, absolutely not.
I'm
no,
saying
they
it's
would
not
never
happening.
do that. But it's like, do
not
you
probable.
really think that's not something they could do?
I definitely think
that's
the government is
That's
capable.
not something that's happening. Really.
The government is capable of many things, but this guy's fucking pipe dream where
All
he's
I'm
talking
saying is that I would not be shocked if found out that was happening.
I just think I just think it's disgusting how quickly you are to agree with these old white men, Madison. As an SJW cuck, like
It's
we
my
know
kink.
we can't trust white. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Don't kink shame me.
Sorry, Dad.
That's why I like you so much, Bill.
I believe
I'm an old white man.
California's fixing to go red, brother.
It's going red, brother. This is Hulk Hogan.
And there's an all-out assault on for California, Florida, and Texas. Watch for stuff happening in these three states because there's an all-out assault going on. Because when if California goes red, hang it up. They're done.
Oh,
Ooh, so scary.
Fearmonger. I forgot why I disagree with that guy. I think Maddie's right.
Because he's a
that's all I'm
fucking
saying.
idiot.
A G-Man wins and Maddie wins as well. The new tag team champion.
So you're
Don't mock me, Billy.
You're grouping those
Don't
two
mock
together.
me.
What? No, look, the chemtrail people are pretty fucking crazy, and I don't even get why they think that way.
Would it surprise you if the Earth was flat, Maddie?
Oh my
Would that surprise
god.
you? It's in the realm of possibility, is it not?
No, it
could
fucking
be.
isn't.
You don't know.
No, it isn't.
It could be a conspiracy.
Absolutely not.
The government.
Tell me how it is that the sun
Have you
is
been to
on one
space?
side and not on the other side of the
It
earth.
goes
at
to the
all
other
times.
flat side of the earth.
No.
Just right around the other flat side, then spins back.
Look, I didn't pay attention in science. I'm not
it's
gonna
possible.
lie. I don't really know why it is that the earth is round, but I don't fucking think it's flat. So
I'm pretty sure even if it wasn't round, like you can push up a lot and make something not flat.
Oh,
But is
there you
the
go.
Earth flat? A push-up
Wonder
bra does a
bra.
lot for the Earth. Like it could be flat, but they just kind of pump it up where from our vision.
it's like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a boob job.
Little boob. The Earth is a boob job. Yeah. I don't know, man. If California goes red, brother,
It's not happening.
If it's going
Yeah,
red,
she
brother.
nailed it on the head when she said it's fun. People said this shit's fun. Conspiracy theories are fun.
That's
it's
what Madison
fun to
was
read
saying.
them. It's fun to learn about them. It's
Yeah.
fun to
Most
to
of them
get-
are wrong.
It's fun to get
Okay,
high.
Not very beneficial.
That's fine,
It's
but
fun
I
to get
enjoy
high
them.
and get
Not helpful.
well. It's entertainment,
I
right?
only dabble in fact. Wow. I don't
It's way
read
better.
anything but the dictionary.
That's way better to
I
understand.
only
the
watch
universe we live in,
documentaries.
is to
Actually,
deal with
documentaries
facts and
are
logic
opinion
instead of,
too.
Conjecture and ridiculous conspiracy theories.
The drunker
definitely
the
benefit
chat
your life much
becomes, the
better.
more right Maddie
Oh
becomes.
god.
Alt right, Maddie.
Look, I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised. All right, I enjoy conspiracy theories. Some of them are actually really cool. Some of them are really good.
There's
some of them are so outlandish. I'm not gonna
The
lie. but I
chemtrail
really
one is
enjoy them.
ridiculous.
Is it really?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Maddie,
Is
I
it?
just explained to you all
I
the ways it
really
is.
don't think that it's that.
Maddie,
Okay, first of all, it's viewable. We can actually demonstrate what chemtrails really are. They're not chemtrails. The government has no reason to control the population in the United States. We're not overpopulated. We're not out of natural resources. We have plenty of space.
Nations want more people.
I mean, there's way more efficient, less viewable ways.
Are we okay on
the government
population
could kill people
because we're regulating it?
We're okay on population because we have money for things like birth control and things like that.
Well, yeah, but they're trying to take away the coverage to be able to get that in the first place. So, you know, we're looking
Okay,
at-
so which one is it then? Do they want to control the population by making less of it or taking away our birth control so there's more
I
of
don't know,
us?
man. I don't know.
They're dropping
I don't.
chemtrails on those
I just-
leftists in California.
So the government, they want to poison us with fucking chemtrails, but they also want to take away birth control so more of us are born. So is it population control or do they not want more
Because
people?
they
Which
know that
one is it?
conservatives breed more, and if we take away birth control, we'll have more conservatives. And if we dump chemtrails on the blue states, we'll get rid of those liberals. Are you gonna take care of me
He's
later?
not going to let me on the show again. I ruined it.
It's okay, Maddie. Every time you come on, you enlighten us, and I appreciate
I just want
that.
to know if she thinks they're making the frogs gay. Do you think they're making the frogs gay?
No, I don't think she's
What
on
are you
the Alex
talking
Jones.
about?
Oh, that's
You don't know the number one conspiracy theory out there? Okay, you need to research. I'm taking your conspiracy theory card away.
Oh no,
You're
I
not good
read
enough conspiracy
stupid
theorists if you don't know this
fucking
one.
conspiracy theories like shit about
It's a
black-eyed
Facebook.
children, shit like that.
The black
Remember-
eyed-
yeah, we talked about that
Yeah.
when with the shadow people. No,
Maddie
I
likes
read
the
stupid
paranormal.
shit. I don't know. I read stuff about like
I believe it.
Inappropriate.
I read a lot of
You guys
I can
just
tell.
sell the fuck down.
You should try to read some smart shit. That's what I recommend.
You're so cute.
God entered into my body like a body my same size, like me floating into you or you floating into me.
You know what? Listening
What?
to Maddie now, I'm convinced maybe this guy's right.
He said all the two things. Calm down.
Possibility.
And I want to speak how God treats me, and it is not something I promise that you're going to want to hear. In the Bible, God appeared to Job and called him perfect. But Job said to God, "Thou terrifiest me in dreams. Thou fillest my face full of wrinkles."
What did Job say to God about haircuts?
Thou fillest my hair full of cuts.
Yeah. Now, God said to Job, you're going to have a head shaped like a mushroom.
Maddie.
I thought we're not making fun of people's appearances.
Oh, I am.
Well, Ben didn't sign off on that, but
Yeah, I
Maddie,
didn't.
you're into fashion. You're into looks and hairstyles.
Yeah.
What would you do? What would you suggest this guy do for his face?
Oh, I think you should keep it.
You
It's a
think
work
this
of
works?
art. Yeah, that
Yeah.
man should be on
Yeah,
a
that shit.
runway in Milan.
Milan?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like an Amish runway?
Yeah, it does look Amish.
He went in and was like,
It
"Give me
does.
the Dumb and Dumber."
But yeah, right.
Yep.
God inside of me causes my face muscles to tighten up.
Whoa. What are we talking about now?
A man my size, God enters me. Inside of me, my muscles tighten up.
My face muscles
And God inside me causes my tightened face muscles to move this way, to move that way.
He's trolling,
I
right?
want God inside of me.
This man is a schizophrenic.
You
My
think
neck
so?
will tighten up like a rock. And
Tighten up
God
with a rock.
jerks my head. One
What?
way,
He's fucking
then-
trolling.
I don't think
I
so.
tighten up like a rock and God jerks my head.
I don't think so.
Come on, dude. These are not things that someone says unless they're trying to allude to God fucking them.
God's
Oh,
inside
I just
of
noticed
me.
Queen Tide Pod
God
said.
pounded
when
my
it-
prostate.
Did I miss this?
Oh no.
Queen Tide Pod said, just able to catch the tail end of the show. Also, quick questions for Dusty. If the Earth is flat, then are the other planets flat? How about the moon, the stars? What other conspiracies do you believe in? No, he was being sarcastic when he said that.
The moon doesn't exist. It is a projection. It's a holographic projection of the government, and
Yeah.
the other planets also don't exist. NASA is just lying to us in order to get millions of dollars from the gullible American people.
I went to the planetarium the other day, and the moon actually was a projection there. That's true.
Checkmate.
It was projected on the ceiling of the planetarium.
That is how they do that.
Are you talking about our trip to the planetarium?
Yes.
I liked the story about the wolf and the bunny.
Yeah. See, you guys focus too much on the science of things. You have to sit back and look into the wolf and the bunny.
Yeah, conspiracy theorist Madison is really into like stories about wolves and bunnies
Yeah,
and
that's
stars.
that's the type of science
fucking
I look for.
raccoons.
Is the wolf and the bunny
And
the
by the
gods
way,
and the goddesses.
We did make the goal tonight. It was a lower than usual goal, but it's the first stream back on the main channel. I'm glad we made the goal tonight. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you,
Take
Dusty.
full credit. Carl, my pleasure.
What's going on?
Is there a tissue or a paper towel?
Here's
Maddie's
clean tissues.
are they clean?
Yeah, those are clean.
Did you blow your nose in this?
Yeah.
before you gave it to
Just wipe around the snot, Madison.
No, I have not blown my nose. in
Madison
those.
said that all this talk about chemtrails is giving her a slug trail and she has to clean up.
Oh my god.
That's gross, Billy.
Is it?
Don't talk about how I'm going to stick to the chair when I get up.
Wow.
Oh, Ben doesn't want to hear about our dirty talk, Billy.
The other way.
I'd rather listen to funny hair guy.
Funny to Amish fucking roadshow.
Whole head jerking this way and jerking that way. It's like God sending little
He's
electric
trolling.
beams down into my face muscles.
But God's giving me a little
I
old
guess hitting
bukkake.
pressure points, causing me to flop like a fish. I see the Lord in visions while all this goes on, and He says, "Backslide, perish. I'm going to cause you to lose your salvation." God shoots gum disease into my gums. It feels like electric needles. It's being rained
God
into
shoots
my
gum
gums.
disease
Hundreds
into
of
my
them.
gums?
Non-stop.
God's a dick.
Poison being
Why do you
spewed
worship
out.
this monster?
God's a real fucking asshole.
Gum disease. It gives you periodontal disease.
Are Christians just in an abusive relationship with God? Is that what this is?
Yep.
They don't know how to escape? You guys need
But
help?
He loves me.
He loves me, though. He says he loves me. And I'll never starve if God's my daddy.
My gums inflate with disease. God causes my lip muscles to rip.
My lip
I sand
muscles
them. I
quiver
fill them
when
with
God enters
hyaluronic
me
acid,
through the Holy
which is
Spirit
what, when you go to a dermatologist
of my
they
anus.
fill wrinkles with. I have to order that stuff.
Botox?
This guy goes to fucking Botox. He goes to fucking Botox. But look at that haircut. How does a man like this buy Botox and still not even afford supercuts?
He saves money over the haircuts, obviously.
Holy shit. How can you be so vain and then cut your hair like someone would circumcise their own fucking scalp?
So, what I think we're going to do is we're going to wrap up the regular show.
Oh.
And Billy and I and Maddie, we're going to go do the post show.
And for those patrons that
We're
come
gonna do
watch
a
the post
post
show.
show.
Yeah.
Does that mean I get to get drunk?
No, I'll tell you what it means. All right, it means everybody in the post show is going to be able to tell you what the fuck.
You know what? I'll let Maddie do shots during the post show, and then she can tell us. She's not driving, right?
No, dude.
So there you go.
She doesn't even need to be awake for what happens after the show.
You know what?
I'm never awake for what happens
Then what we'll
after
do?
the show.
Then what we'll do is because I'm taking a break from the drinks. So and I got all
I'm
the
one
drinks.
that suggested this video with weird hair guy. I found him on Facebook. He's
not a troll.
Send more in then, because I love it. But we're gonna wrap up the show. We're
He's
gonna
a
let
special
Dusty
boy.
go.
Dusty,
We're going to wrap a few things up.
Dusty, one more time. Tell us about your new podcast.
Well, we're gonna call it the Gotcha Boys, I guess. That's the working title, and it's gonna
Did
be me and
Vadim come up with
and
that?
Tim the Motivator, and we're just gonna talk about social justice warrior shit, and make everybody hate us, I guess.
Vadim,
the usual shit.
Vadim Newquist, he's a friend of the show. Everybody knows him. He's the creator of Cool Cat.
Cool cat.
Cool cat.
So do you believe Vadim's story about the orgy at Applebee's?
I haven't heard this one.
What? Okay.
Wait, I was here when he was telling that story,
Yeah.
wasn't I?
Yeah, at least one of the times.
Yeah, because then I was talking about how I almost had an orgy with 3 other women, and then I left for bean dip. Remember? It was like
They have bean dip at Applebee's, Madison. You fucked up.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Vadim claims that he almost didn't come on our show once because there was like a bunch of MILFs at Applebee's inviting him to an orgy. And he was in it, and then all of a sudden they like ghosted him and didn't let him join the orgy. And I guess like these MILFs were like at the Applebee's bar, like sucking on each other's titties and all kinds of shit.
According to Vadim,
Yeah.
and I tend to believe him because the type of women at Applebee's that eat at Applebee's have no inhibitions. If they're willing to put those fucking riblets in their mouth, they'll put your fucking dick in their mouth. What?
I like those riblets.
Hey, I'm just saying,
You
Ben.
want dick? That's what he's saying.
Ben,
Oh, damn.
I'm just saying,
I want dick.
Ben eats asshole. That's all I'm saying.
I do.
That's all I'm saying.
Nothing wrong with tossing a little salad. Put a little dressing on
Love
there.
me some. I love me some chitlins. Oh, you know what? One last thing. One
more thing.
I have to ask Dusty
10 more
about.
things.
Dude, Dusty, I thought you were gonna get killed. You doxed your drug dealer
Yeah, I was
after
worried for
he
you.
held you up at knife point.
I was worried for you.
What
Yeah,
drugs?
fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Yeah, actually, people were messaging me like, if you go back to your hometown, they're going to murder you. They've already put the hit out on you. They're going to kill you. Well, I ain't scared. Fuck them.
So the
They should
drug
be more scared of
dealers,
me than I am of them.
the drug dealers in your hometown wanted to kill you, and the Muslim Brotherhood wanted to kill you.
Yeah, I have a lot of hate from a lot of different angles, but it's cool. I'm not
And-
going to live my life in fear anymore. I'm just going to work it out.
And you're
If they
still
kill
in
me, they kill me,
SJW.
whatever. I'll never know it.
You're still in SJW throughout all this, right?
Yeah, why not? I
So
believe
admirable. So
what
how-
logic and reason suggest is the most likely to be true, other than not.
I think Dusty's closer to Jesus than most
So
of
how
these
drunk
Christians.
would you have had to have been to bang Matt Dillahunty's wife?
Unconscious. Well, I don't want to say. She's, like, I don't want to smash. I'm sure she's fine. I'm sure she's a perfectly nice person. I'm sure Matt's a perfectly nice person.
This
and I don't
is-
want to talk shit about them.
What
They're
the hell?
all right. You know?
Did you get hit in
was
the
me
head
being a
or
dickhead,
something?
and I
You
regret it,
totally,
so I don't
you
wanna, like,
totally
feel bad.
changed. What happened?
I my fan base, man, they started being these shitheads that I was embarrassed to be a part of, and I just I had a crisis of conscience.
Didn't you have a fan group that got like taken over and became like
Yeah.
an anti-fan group?
Yeah, they hijacked my group, man. It was just these shitlord trolls, and I had these nightmares that I died and I was forever associated with these people, and I was like, I just can't do that. I'd rather lose all my money and lose my show than do that.
That's awesome.
Wow.
And you can all find Madison DeCambra as well.
Yeah, Ben, can we?
Yes, you can. You
Can I make a request?
What?
So I've got a video coming out with Billy.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
You
I've
were
got a
allowed
video.
in this one?
It's my video.
Oh, okay. That's how. That's
my
why.
video.
That's why he's in it.
I put Billy in my videos.
Yeah.
He just doesn't put me in
You know
his.
why?
I don't
I'll
want
tell
her
you.
on my channel.
You know why? You know why? It's because he bows to Onision. He's Onision's little bitch.
I am a fucking.
Billy's friends with Onision too. By the way,
I'm a staunch
Dusty.
supporter of the Cuck King, Onision. That's my.
I'm not a big fan of his, but I don't really give enough of it.
But I would love
whatever.
if we could talk about my
Yeah,
my
go ahead.
video.
Is it
Yeah.
live?
It's not live. I could make it live right now. I mean, honestly, because it's been up on my Patreon.
Maddie, it's Maddie
about
and I.
conspiracy theories and cats and raccoons
Maddie
fucking?
and I. We
Just a cute little battle.
We went to Washington D.C. and we uncovered the National Treasure scrolls.
You didn't.
No, we didn't.
No, we battled at an arcade. We had proof that I'm stronger than Billy.
Bullshit.
No, it's true. It's
Bullshit.
on camera, Billy.
Chemtrails.
It's on camera,
It's fucking
and
chemtrails.
it's about to be
Conspiracy.
public, and people
It's
are going to
conspiracy.
see. There's an arcade game where they have like a little punching bag that comes down, and
No,
you
this-
hit it
this
as
was-
hard as you can,
This was a feminist arcade.
and then it comes up with like your punching score.
I don't like it.
And mine was what 170, 180.
I don't know what you're talking
higher
about.
than yours.
You're delusional.
It was big. It
You're delusional.
It was a big number.
Go check out Maddie's
So-
channel, and
We've
it'll
also
be up
got
tomorrow.
baked baking.
Yeah, we got all types
We got
of
baked
good,
baking
good
that
stuff.
we did.
And Maddie does not talk about conspiracies on her channel.
I don't.
Yet.
I'm sorry.
Throw that out.
Yes.
All right. We'll see the rest of you on the post show. If you want to watch it, become a $10 or more patron, or you can become a member. You can click join down below, and you can catch it that way too.
And when you're done going to theirs, go to mine. My butt's all over it.
Yeah, look at Maddie's butt.
Our butt is all over.
Oh
that
yeah,
butt.
my butt's all over
Look at that
Patreon.
butt.
And go to the Cult of Dusty.
Yeah, go to Cold
See what I'm up
Dusty.
to.
Go to
I'm still
Madison
making
DeCambra.
videos.
Go to Dusty.
I'm still
Go
working
check
it
him out.
Go to my YouTube and watch Feels Batman and comment and say how great it is without Madison in it.
Oh
Go
my
to Billy's
God. All right, good night.
Instagram. He just hit 10K.
Good night.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.